How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Kaiser July live stream. We're going to start off by doing a quick sound and audio check. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? How are we looking? All right. We got a lot of people here already. See some familiar faces. Jose, thanks for coming by. We got Buki Deuce. All right. Dwayne, can you guys see me and hear me? Everyone, give me a thumbs up. Let me know how we're doing. Let's see. All right. Got thumbs up from Jim. Sounds good. Let's do this. I'm in for it. Let's see. I can see and hear you. Thank you, David Tooley. All right. So now that I know, because last time I started the live stream without greeting at the bottom and I was quiet for the first start. So let's go up and check the comments. Everyone, welcome to the stream again. This is the July live stream. We've got some cool stuff coming tonight, as we always do. So let's see what we've got. We've got Jake Anderson saying, show me that new Militaw. We will indeed be looking at the new Militaw. Kelly O'Neill giving a good luck to everybody, as we do have 3 giveaways tonight. So make sure you stay. We're going to do some new products. We're going to do a giveaway, cover some upcoming events, and then do some more giveaways. 111 says, may thy knife chip and shatter. Hopefully not tonight, though. All right, let's see what we got going on. Okay. Dwayne, Packrat, the Ponds. All right. Some familiar faces in here. Carter's here and his bestie, Nicole Chapman. Jim here. All right. Cool. So, everyone, let's see. Now that I think I'm caught up. I never win. Good luck, everyone else. Nobody listens to Eric. Eric, I'm listening to you. I hear you, and I hope you win. Good luck. All right. So, I always like to start out by doing a pocket check. What do you guys got in your pockets tonight? I don't care if it's not a Kaiser, no big deal. We love it when it's Kaisers, but tonight I am carrying the Brat, and this is also cool. I want to show you this. Hopefully the audio or hopefully the video is nice and clear. I upgraded the camera, so I'm going to be able to give you guys a little bit of a better show. Previously, we always had problems getting in on the details. Well, now look at this. Boom, nice and focused. We can cover all those details that you guys like. Get in on that. So this is what I'm carrying tonight. I have the Brat. As you can see, we can get nice and close and view some of those finer details when it comes to our knives. So I'm excited about that because some of these knives you guys don't want to miss. All right, let's see what we got going on. I'm carrying the Drop Bear, Kaiser Vester in titanium S35 yen, Mini Grouper. Charles, love the Mini Grouper. That's a good one. Kaiser October in 20 CV and a Bow Steed. Let's see, the Coon Moon S. I've been wanting to try one of those. I haven't tried one of those before. Okay, what else do we got? Cormorant. Always love a good Cormorant. Pretty much any version of the Cormorant's awesome. Let's see what we got. I have the Spot and the Aggressor. Very nice. Carrying a Mini Stout. Fidgeting with the Gemini. Ron, what version of the Gemini are you fidgeting with? I personally have 2 now. One of them is the titanium version, and then I have another one. So Jay has the Kaiser Nice Guy, the 11th anniversary knife from the event at Blade Show. Great event. Thank you for coming out. Love to see those when they're out in the wild. CRJB Pyre, Bowie and Rose Gold, 1998 brass Zippo, Seiko, Through Night flashlight, and an old Boker Barlow. Well, Carter, you're making me want to do the whole pocket check. So I have a Lumentop flashlight. I forget which one this one is, but I love this one. So boom, there it is. Love me some Lumitops. Kaiser Brat. On the wrist, I have a modified Seiko. Boom, I'm loving it. And I usually have a Jeep lighter that I carry with me. I don't smoke or anything, but I always like to have a lighter. Let's see, we've got Walking the Dog with the White Mountain Knives, Red Micarta Militaw. That's a great Militaw. I loved how those turned out. Let's see, got some people checking in. Addicted to Blades, checking in with all his friends. Let's see. Okay, carrying the PEI Kaiser Drop Bear with skiff bearings. Oh, we upgraded. Fancy, Gabe. With the Kaiser Blue Titanium pocket clip. Oh, you really upgraded it. Gabe, that's my kind of knife when you make it your own. Asher Spyro, very cool, very cool. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. You never know when you're going to take up smoking Rawhead Spirit. Well, I used to be a smoker, but it's always nice to have a lighter. Someone who does smoke might want one, or you got to start a fire. Why did I need one recently? Somebody needed something for burning. I think it was burning a string on one of their jackets or something, and I was the only one that had a lighter. So you never know. All right. Hey there, all. It's a Kaiser obsession. Too many of y'all knife nerds to say hey to y'all. Just know I love and accept each one of you. Stacy, Bolstered Blades. Thank you. What a very nice message. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna pop that one up there. There you go. And I figured out I could do this a couple streams ago, so I'm gonna try to do this more so you guys can see your comments being interacted with. So very nice message from Stacy. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys the itinerary for tonight, let you guys know what the breakdown is. So we're doing our little warm-up pocket check, letting everyone get a chance to come on in. Tonight, we're supposed to have a special guest. YouTube channel Gball Vision is going to be here reviewing some knives with us. They got some of the knives that we're doing and covering for the new releases. So we're going to take a look at a few of those. Then we're going to do the rest of the knives, looking at some stuff. We've got some cool stuff tonight. We're going to do our giveaway after that. Then we're going to cover some July events, some things that are going on, some news, some just company-wide stuff that we like to share with you guys. Open it up to Q&A, and then we'll be doing some more giveaways. So that's kind of the basic layout. You guys know if you've been here before, that's what we'd like to do. Okay, let's see. All right. So what is everyone excited for to check out in this live stream? I saw somebody wants to see the new Militaw. Anytime we have a Militaw to show, you guys want to see it. So we will be taking a look at 2 Militaws actually tonight. So really exciting there. As you guys saw from the thumbnail, we have a couple other ones. Some reimagined version. If you saw my Facebook post, a really cool knife that I'm waiting to show you guys. We need fixed blades. Sean, we have some fixed blades tonight. I've got them right here. I'm actually holding it in my hand, but I'm going to wait for us to check that out. A couple of fixed blades for you. The PEI Gemini Gabe, yeah, that's the one that I had in my Facebook post. So we will be checking that out. Pretty excited about that. Waiting for the new Mini Roach to arrive. Sounds like you jumped in on the flash sale. So if you guys haven't been paying attention, your wallets aren't going to like this, but we've been having a lot of flash sales. So many flash sales. And we have more coming. So for those of you that like to pinch the pennies, to blow out on budget knives, all those things, we've got you guys covered. Let's see. We've got a Raccoon Tactical. Oh, I think Raccoon Tactical is a person up there. I thought that was a knife. I thought somebody was doing a pocket check. Big Jimpin says, I already have 2 Militaws, but not, I need to buy that new gold. I think you meant to say too many Militaws, which is not a thing. Can't have too many Militaws. And he needs to buy the gold dark matters. So that's the one we're going to be checking out, plus another version too that you guys may have seen if you watched any of our Blade Show coverage. There was a really cool version of the Militaw there, and we're going to be looking at that as well. Let's see what else we got going on. Better have a million Militaws already for us. I wonder, so let's see how many Militaws are there. There's the traditional. There's the purple. There is the new gold. There is the exclusives for White Mountain Knives. Had 3 exclusives, I think. So I think that's 6 versions of the Militaw already that we've done this year. If I'm missing anybody, if I'm missing any exclusives or anything, let me know. But I think I count 6 Militaws. So there's a Militaw for everybody. Nobody has an excuse. And we're doing early bird. So if you like this one, you're going to get a discount on it. So Rosie is here. Hey, everyone. So everyone say hi to Rosie. Rosie's going to be helping us out tonight. Rosie, I believe, is all by herself, but that's okay. We will be, yeah, so we will be relying on Rosie tonight to pick up all my slack and anything that I miss. So thank you, Rosie, for coming in. Always helpful. Always appreciate your time. I have the Purple Fat Carbon with the S45 yen. Oh, I wish for, oh, here we go. Raccoon Tactical wants a Purple Fat Carbon with S45 yen for the Escort. So, oh no, where's my pen? So if you don't know, I like to take the ideas that you guys have and write them down because our team, they watch these videos, they read the comments, and we get some ideas from you guys. So not always, not everything can come to fruition, but we try when we can. So Purple Fat Carbon Escort in S45 yen. All right. Any preference on that blade finish, Raccoon Tactical? Let's see what we got. Which variant is your favorite? Yes, that would be amazing. Sounds like people are all about the Escort. Very cool. Yeah, I like the Escort. I think the Escort, I really like the lines on the Escort. Okay. So you guys wanted to see the fixed blades. You guys wanted to see the Militol. You wanted to see the Gemini. I have a knife. So here's the thing. The only way you're going to get to see this knife is, I'm sure somebody will screenshot it and show it in the Facebook group later. But I have a knife that somebody mentioned in the last live stream that hadn't, to my knowledge, been revealed yet. And I asked if I could show you guys. And I think it might get you guys excited and might even overshadow a couple of the releases. I don't know. I think you guys will see this and go crazy. So, but you guys got to stay until after, let's see. You guys have to stay till Q&A. Once we get to Q&A, I'm going to show you guys a knife that I think you'll be pretty excited about. Dogfish XXL. That's not the knife, but that is a good suggestion. Dogfish XXL. I don't have the feeweed. If you guys can watch some more Blade Show coverage. We showed the feeweed off at Blade Show. If you say brass in the mirror 3 times, Carter will appear behind you holding a brick of that. I like that. That's a funny comment. Would love a good fixed blade with Nitro V. Okay. All right. I wonder, do you want a new fixed blade, or do you have a fixed blade that you like, that you would like to see in Nitro V titanium, Justin? Nitro V fixed blade. All right. So let's see. I'm with Delaney. Polished DLC drop bear. Okay. So here's a question. I like the powdery coating on S45VN when we did the DLC for the drop bear already. Something compact but full grip. So that's a follow-up answer to his previous question. So I do like that powder, that kind of textured finish for DLC. I'm trying to think. I think a fixed blade with that would be really awesome. Let's see. Orange aluminum Escort scales. Great choice. So while we wait for Gball to come in here, him and I are going to go ahead and look at some knives together. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to pull out something. Which one do you guys want me to pull out in the meantime? More button lock liner versions. Can we get silver looking carbon fiber on a knife? So this meme screen, are you referring to the one I showed off in the last video? I did show that off. So if you go and look at my last live stream, I showed off the silver carbon fiber assassin, which is a sneak peek at something that wasn't out yet that you guys haven't seen. And I'm going to give you another sneak peek of something really cool that'll even overshadow that. And I think you guys will be pretty excited. But we're going to cover that in the Q&A. So you got to stay till the Q&A to see it. You didn't see it. All right. So meme screen, you just hold on 1 minute and I'll go get it. Since I already showed it to you, I didn't have it out here because I already showed it. But if you're asking for it, you give me like 30 seconds. I'll show it off to you. And then we're going to get started and start looking at some new products. So give me 1 second, guys. Talk amongst yourselves and I'll be right back. All right, meme screen, this is for you. This was one I showed off in the last live stream. This is the Assassin with silver carbon fiber. Beautiful knife. Everyone hide. Kevin, no, I don't have time for hide and seek. We've got business to get to. So speaking of business, we're going to start covering some new products. But for those of you that wanted to see the silver twill, there she is. Boom. Look how pretty that is. Boom. Beautiful knife. I can't wait for this one to come out. Would it be possible to get texture G10 for the mini grouper? Here we go. Maybe checkering. I love the knife, but I find the G10 to be very slick. All right, Charles, I will add that to the list. Textured G10 on the mini grouper. Okay, so while we wait for Gball, we're going to check out a knife that I already kind of previewed in the in the Facebook group. So I'm going to get a drink real quick, and then I'll show it off. Towser K compression lock. That would be really cool. Mystic with purple haze or Arctic carbon fiber. All right, everybody. So for the first product that I'm going to reveal, if you saw my Facebook post, I had this knife. This is the new Gemini. So check this bad boy out. I love the PEI. What's really nice about this one is look at that beautiful texturing on the handle. Super nice. It feels great in the hand. It's got that micro milling. It's nice and lightweight, and it has that PEI that we all know and love. And so if you guys are familiar, this is a model that's been very popular for us, and we are bringing it back. You can see it's got weight relief in the liners there for you. It's got that nice full flat grind on there. So this is the new Gemini. Let me go ahead and give you some specs on this. I'll just let you take one more closer look at this. Look at that scales. Beautiful. So, all right. Let me get the comments caught up. There it is. Okay, so this is the new Gemini. Let's talk about the specs on this. So this is coming in. Your blade steel is Nitro V. For those of you that aren't familiar with this, this has a little bit over a 3-inch blade. This is a 3.12-inch blade. It is on a liner lock. There you go. You can see there is your lockup. I love this new focus, guys. This is awesome. There is your lockup. Great action, as you know. Super smooth action. Nice drop shutty. Price on these guys are going to be $72. So these are coming in at $72. And if you stick around to hear about the early bird, you should be able to get these just a little bit. I have over 200 knives and none in Ultim. Well, the Gemini is a great place to start. So what's great about this one is with it having that full flat grind, it is a nice full-size EDC, 3-inch blade. So it's going to cover all your purposes. You know, opening boxes, full EDC, cutting rope. You can take it backpacking if you want with you. What's nice about this one is the weight comes in at, I lost it. Weight comes in at 3 ounces. So nice, lightweight, full-size EDC. And for some reason, the comments aren't updating. So give me just a second to catch up with you guys. Gemini is an amazing knife to start with. Yes. So the base model was great. I have the titanium. I know there's a couple other versions, and I would not mind collecting all the Geminis. So your overall length on this one is going to come out at 7.25 inches. And like I said, 3 ounces on the weight. Nitro V steel coming in at 62 HRC, give or take one. So Nitro V, really cool. Hidden text would be a much better look. Are you referring to the name there and the stuff on the spine there? So you think less billboarding on the knife? Okay, all right. So maybe they could put it on the inside on the liner. Let's see. How about a Mega Paragon? Get the I lost the comments. Hold on just a second. Get the carbon fiber Gemini coming from. Oh, you got the carbon. Dwayne got the carbon fiber Gemini. Got it. Great pickup. So you guys will be able to get this when we talk about the early bird. It starts actually tomorrow. We'll get more into detail on that. But there it is. Super cool knife. I love the feeling and the texturing on this one. There we go. You can see it does have a reversible pocket clip, flipper, weight relieved. Overall, just a great EDC knife. Beautiful. I love the Ray Laconical designs. Less flipper, more holes or fullers for deployment. So Homer wants to see multiple deployment methods or different besides a flipper. And I think tonight might not be your night. I do have one that's an exception, so we'll show that off. But well, the Militaw too. But there we go. Someone wants to see different inlays on the Militaw. That is something we have talked about, and the team is seriously considering, if not already working on it. So be on the lookout for that. So there is the new Gemini in PEI. Super beautiful knife. I really love it. Great action, as you come to expect from our knives. $72 on this one. Nitro V steel, 3-inch blade, 3 ounces, coming in at $72. Any questions on the Kaiser Gemini in PEI? Let's see. Okay, 1 second. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any messages from Kaiser. I forgot to put my phone on silent. Okay, we are good. Okay. I think the Militaw may have the best action of any Kaiser I have experienced. Of any Kaiser? For a frame lock, maybe. I could see it being for a frame lock. What's up, Jake from Ohio State? Welcome, sir. Different colorways, Anno for the Beyond. Oh, so that, I like this. I think a blue Beyond would look wonderful, or purple, or any version of the Beyond. Beyond's a wonderful knife, so I think that's great. Just put advertising on the pivot. I don't like that. I think maybe just on the inside liner, like right in the back, maybe like on the inside of the back spacer there, or the inside of the liners right there. Oh, and so this does, what's really cool is this does have a full PEI back spacer as well. So really loving that aesthetic on this one. Nice, beautiful ripple pattern. Let's see, making sure these guys comment. You realize this is why they drop 10 new knives a month and discontinue so many. I missed the comment on that one. I'd love to see more thumb holes with thumb stud options like the Hiccup and the Dine. I'm not familiar with the Dine. So Ed says pretty sweet looking. I gotta get rid of that comment. There we go. Boom. All right. So if you guys missed it, we just covered the Gemini and this one. Ooh, let's focus. I promise it'll focus. There we go. Just covered the Gemini in Nitro V Steel, 3-inch blade, 3 ounces, $72 coming at you. Reversible pocket clip. If you're jumping on the early bird, you get a chance to get this early and get a discount on it. All right. I know you were the first here, and I didn't say hi to Chris. All right, you guys are just catching up. Multiple deployment methods. So more deployment methods. But you guys know us. Like, I mean, look at the Cormorant. We're not afraid to play around with different deployment methods, and we'll be happy to give it to you. Is the giveaway going to be before 10? Yes, Ed, there will be a giveaway before 10. The first giveaway will come, well, maybe around 10. Sorry. Let's see. I have at least two. Let's see. So here we go. Keep at least 2 deployment methods for each knife, holes and flippers, holes and studs, studs and flippers, etc. Great suggestion. So Iowa 8K, I'm okay with that. I can get behind that message. All right, let's see what we got. It would be awesome to get a button liner lock on the PEI Gemini. I really like that, actually. And maybe this one can be like a little bit more upgraded, some crazy cool steel on that or something, like a DLC S45. Just kind of take it up another notch. What do you guys think of that? All right. Deep belt satin hollow grinds. If you like hollow grinds, the Cormorant is a great hollow grind knife. I didn't see the comment you were referring to. If I missed it, I apologize. So button lock. The Veritas with the compression lock and DLC blade. I think this is probably my favorite. I might leave this message up for the rest of the night. I think that's great, actually. Rosie, you should screenshot that just so I don't forget it. I think that's a great one as well. Veritas. I don't know. It should work. I think it should work, but there's probably a way to make it work. Veritas DLC. Okay, so we're covering new products, guys. We just covered the PEI Gemini for those of you that just joined us. This is coming in at $72, 3-inch blade, 3 ounces, reversible pocket clip, PEI backspacer. Great action as you come to expect from Kaiser. So there it is. That is our PEI Gemini, one of the new products for July. All right, let me clear out the comments. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be jumping to our next knife for this new product release. And I think this is the one that you guys are going to be able to get behind. Almost everybody should be able to get behind this one. Any thoughts on a pivot lock? I don't know. I don't know what the access to that lock is. I don't know if somebody holds a patent on it, if it's everyone's free to use it, or if everyone just has their own version. So I'm not super familiar with the pivot lock. I do know the Truffles uses it, and I think that was one of the first. I do know him and that knife, but I know other people have used it as well. So I don't know. I'm not familiar with how available it is, but pivot lock is going on the list. Hear me out, Banish with a utility blade. Oh, that'd be really cool. So. All right, guys, I think this is one that you all really want to see. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a reason half of you guys are here. So let's take a look at Any new fixed blades coming? Yes. We got a couple tonight that we're going to look at. Let's take a look at a knife that you guys all want to see. There it is. I believe this will be the star of the show for tonight. Look at this beautiful, beautiful knife. What do you guys think? What do you think of that camel carbon on there? Beautiful mirror polished S45 blade. There is the camel gold carbon. I know a lot of people were requesting that. So pretty. Can I win that later? So the prizes tonight will be random prizes. So chances are you probably won't win one of these, but you never know. So there it is. You guys want to see that beautiful action? You guys know how it goes with the Militaw. Super smooth. I gotta be careful with this one just so I don't. There she is. Boom. Is that focus working out well for you guys? You guys can see that. Can you see that beautiful carbon fiber? See if we can get that light play in there. So I almost lost my finger a few times to the Militaw. So let's talk about the Militaw. Let's talk about this version. There's another version I'm going to show you too, but this one, let me get my stats here. These are a 3.36-inch blade. This one is coming in at $219. We're going to be super premium on this one, but you are getting mirror polished DLC S45 VN titanium frame lock with this beautiful camel carbon milled titanium pocket clip. Such a great knife and that action. So somebody said, when is the 80s carbon coming again? We're going to look at that one in just a minute. I probably don't have all the details for you, which might leave you a little disappointed, but I was okay to show it. I got the all clear to show it and talk about it a little bit, which means it's coming soon. So there it is. Look at that. So this blade right here, that DLC that's on there is harder than the actual blade steel. Do you know what the hardness target is for the S45N? Our hardness target on this is 62 plus or minus 1, so that can go 61, sometimes like 60.5, or it can go over 62.5. That's always the goal for us. We started actually listing those targets so that you guys could be better informed. But there it is. So let's look at that beautiful. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that nice. But that is the Militaw coming in at $219, 4 ounces on this one. Just a great knife. You guys know this knife. You guys love this knife. Multiple deployment methods. You've got the front flipper, which has one of the, if not the best front flipper that you can get, at least just most reliable. Super smooth drop steady action. You can do a reverse flick on it. You can slow roll it open as well. So we'll just do this. Oh, slow roll it if you want. Yeah, you guys know the Militaw. You guys love the Militaw. Let's see. Any questions on this one? Let's see, ignore my sweaty fingerprints. So let me go through the comments. I'm probably a little bit behind. I'm conflicted about which one is better. Let me see. Between the gold or purple. Had the purple at the grand opening a while back, fell in love with it, but man, is this gold nice. So if you like a pop of color, I say probably the purple. But if you like just like classy, this one has more of like a gentlemanly look to it, I think. It's more regal, I guess you could say. When can we buy it? So I believe these will be going up for the early bird really soon. I think tomorrow. Let me double check that. I want to make sure that the Militaw is on that list. So I don't know if it will be, but these will be coming really soon. So once I get the all clear to show them, it usually launches this month or the month after. Let me clear that out. All right, I want to make sure I got all you guys' comments. Let's see. Will there be any scales to buy for the Militaw? We're talking about inserts, so you might have some inserts in the future. Let's see. I'm saving up for that pre-order. That blade finish with some PEI would look amazing. That's actually a good point, especially with some nice micro milling in there. Delaney says, there goes another $219 out of my bank account. Sorry, Delaney. We appreciate your business. Brass insert on the Militaw? That's interesting. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Trying to catch up to your guys' comments. You guys flooded in as soon as I pulled that Militaw up. So let's pull it up again for those people that are just joining us or haven't had a chance to see it yet. Boom. I love that mill titanium clip. It's just nice, clean, beautiful. Keeps it clean. It's not reversible, so sorry about that, lefties, but that keeps the design very clean and just nice looking. So it reminds me of wood burl. Yeah, it does kind of have a wood burl. Has that chatoyancy to it where it likes to play with the light. Very classy. Copper infused carbon would be best. That would be pretty sweet. So you guys got to see this one. Like I said, I got the all clear to show you this one, and I have the all clear to show you another one. So if you like that, see what you think about this. So this is one that we showed at Blade Show. This is 80s fat carbon. Let me get real close on that for you guys. If you like bright, fun colors, this is the 80s fat carbon. And I believe these ones are also going to be in S45VN. You're going to have that mirror DLC. So since it's not released, that's subject to change. But just take a look at that beauty. So the question is, guys, let me catch up with the comments. Which one do you like better? The camel carbon or this 80s? Hard choice. Both got each different characteristics that you're going to want to see, but take a look at it. There's that beautiful 80s carbon. First one is more my jam. Okay, 80s. So I thought it was going to be pretty split. Let me see. Is this the Jimi Hendrix edition? No, just 80s carbon. K. Well says the 80s is going to make me buy it. I will take both, please. Iowa KA. So yeah, I mean, how many Molotovs is too many? None. Camel over 80s, copper or both. Camel carbon. Let's see, looks pretty split evenly. Will there ever be options to buy Militao inlays? So Knife Life, I believe they are looking at it. So I think what it comes down to is the materials. This little piece right here, where the screw goes in. Let me get it to log in. I think this little piece right. Let me get my finger on there. Right there, that little piece that stands out. That's going to be the thing that determines on what materials they can sell, because that'll be kind of fragile. It's a small piece. So I think if they can get the materials milled correctly and get them in nice, sturdy materials, I think they'll be able to get those for you. But it is in the works. We are talking about it. Let's see. I see Woodstock more than hairbands. I must have missed a comment there. Camel carbon over 80s all day. I think buying individual inlays would be awesome. So let's show them both off side by side. Let's see if we can get that focus. So I know there we go. So on this one here is your 80s fat carbon, and this one is your camel carbon. Both beautiful. I think each one is going to speak to somebody a little bit different, or you can just buy both. So there you go. Two beautiful Molotovs that are coming very soon. All right. So any questions on these? I know the camel carbon is coming at $219. I suspect the 80s will be right around there, if not the exact same. Bell bottom, Micarta. Please don't make us take the pivot off to change the inlays. So I'm looking at it, and I think you would not have to. Yeah, I don't see any reason to have to take the pivot off, because there's no screw securing it on the inside. It's just the four body, then the pocket clip. So I think you should be able to. Yeah, I think you'd be okay to do that. Can we get a 90s with some neon color? I think 90s would be really cool. I don't even know if there is a 90s fat carbon. Militao question: when are you sending that to me? As soon as the payment goes through, we'll get it out to you. Bronze titanium insert, Manuel, I think that would be very awesome. Bronze titanium inside the black titanium, that would look, especially if it was like the brownish bronze instead of like the more brassy color. When you anodize it, you can get it that way. I agree, that would look very nice. Side by side, these look like a perfect his and hers knife set. Oh, there you go, Knife Wife. It's a good idea. It's like Pokemon, I gotta catch them all. That is correct. So that is one of your other new releases coming soon. This one is going to be coming first. There she is, the camel carbon Militao mill titanium pocket clip. Oh, can we get it focused? There we go. 3.36-inch blade of S45VN DLC, super smooth action. You guys know it. You can reverse flick it. You can front flip it. This knife is just awesome. It's one of our it's our most popular knife at the moment. So there you go. All right. Any questions on the Militaw, everybody? Let's see. Howdy, just in from Ohio. Pretty fly for a knife guy. All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle colors would be rad. I agree. Anodized titanium instead of carbon. I think that one would be cool. I think that one would be interesting. I actually like that suggestion, and I know you were the other one. Oh, then I look up and I see Marco's comment. All right, Marco says zirconium inlays on black titanium body. If you don't care about price, then I believe that could be possible. Man, we'd have to make such a small run because a lot of people don't have zirconium money. I don't have zirconium money, but I love the stuff. Timascus inlays on that. What do you guys think? If we're going really crazy, I don't know. That would be really cool. Felt insert, make it feel nice in the hand. I don't know if those would sell well, Brandon. Shiny DLC and rose gold and champagne. I think with the playing time insert, people could do their own anno. Yeah, not a lot of people do anno though. A lot of people are intimidated by it. I like to do my own anodization. And I know more people do it now than used to do it before, but I do like the idea of selling a plain one as well. Okay. Going crazy, brass body with Zerk inlays. Carter James, I'm about that one too. Go super crazy with crystallized osmium. Brian, you're on a different plane, man. I don't even know what that is. Suede inserts. Okay, I said go crazy. You guys went crazy. You didn't disappoint. All right, so we have covered already tonight. If you're just joining us, we covered the PEI Gemini. These will be coming really soon. $72. You should be able to get these in our early bird. Beautiful reimagination of the Gemini and this beautiful ripple pattern PEI scale. We just covered the one that I think most people were here to see, and that is this camel carbon titanium frame lock S45 VN DLC Militaw. These will be going at $219 when they become available. And then we did show off its companion, the 80s fat carbon. Just look at those. Boom. Okay. So we covered those. You guys talked about fixed blades. I've had a couple requests for fixed blades. So let me see. Let me see if I can get the fixed blades going for you guys. Out of the other ones I have left, I have some river bends. I have a nice guy. I have the bow tie, and I have a brat. Which one would you guys like to see next? Bear with me for 1 second, everybody. Okay, I'm just trying to turn this off and get it nice and quiet. Okay, no more distractions. I didn't know if you guys could hear that, but my phone was vibrating, and I didn't want that going into the mic. So they want to see the brat, okay? I see brat, frag. Hit that like button. I always forget to say that. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. So for those, I just see we did have just a jump up in viewership. We just got done covering some new versions of the Militaw. I'll show those off again real quick. Look at these beauties. This one is your camel carbon. This one is your 80s carbon. Beautiful S45 VN DLC blade. Check that out. Great action on these. Front flippers, mil titanium pocket clip. PEI Gemini. Just check this out too. So make sure everyone's all caught up. And it looks like we're going to be talking about the brat next. Now I did show the brat off in the last one, but I want to show it off again because it is becoming available. Let's see. Jacob says, Kaiser are some of my favorite premium or my favorite fixed blades. When will we get more premium steel options on our fixed blades knife? Jacob, they are coming. And I know that firsthand because I know some of the things that are coming down the line. We are starting to explore some of the premium steels on the fixed blades. We do like to do some in non-premium steels because it allows everyone access to them. But for example, the K-Box we just did in a 154 CM and a D2, so give you a couple of different options. We're getting there. We're starting to play around with some 3Bs, which we've already done. So the Mini Harpoon in 3B. So they're coming down. We know you guys want some more premium steels. Kaiser Orion coming soon. Let's see. Kaiser Orion coming soon. I'm not sure when that one's coming. Camel's nice. What about the CAD file for 3D printing? So like open source, Iowa wants open source. Okay, so you guys, earlier I showed, let me clear the comment for you. Earlier I showed what my EDC was for today. Pocket check myself with a Brat. So this is the original Brat. Black G10, Stonewash 154 cm blade, button lock, integral G10 handle, which is super cool. Very popular knife. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to change it up a little bit and give you guys another version. So that's what we have here. Boom. This is going to be the Brat in green G10 with, sorry, oil on the blade. Let me clean that off for you guys so it can focus a little easier. All right. Brand spanking new out of the box. So this is the new Brat in G10, green G10. Still has the button lock that you guys love. Still has the integral, a little bit smoother on the back for you. Clean that up. Okay. But because it's smoother on the back, we gave you some extra traction with this gun stock milling. Check that out. So there's like a true deep textured gun stock milling. It feels great and grippy in the hand. It's going to have the same action that you guys love from the Brat. I apologize, guys. My comments aren't updating. I could have to keep manually going and refreshing it. But that is the new Brat. So these are coming in at $89. Your blade length on these is 3.5. So you've got a nice full-size blade. You've got a button lock. Your weight is not 7 ounces. That's crazy. Your weight is 3.43 ounces, and your overall length is 7.95. So a nice full-size EDC. It's got a nice thin grind, so it comes high flat, goes to a very thin edge. This is going to be a great slicer. Got a great usable edge on it. That's nice. Not a green fan, but that's nice. That green color is nice. Put it on everything. New scale pattern for the Brat is awesome. Are there going to be other color options? I believe we are, and what I would like to see, and this is just me talking, I would like to see a brown G10 with this gun stock texturing and a stonewash blade. So it would kind of look like wood, but it has a nice stonewash 154 cm blade. Or we could go crazy. Let's do something like, I don't know, Rex 45 or something really cool on that. But yeah, so this is the new one. Blue would look nice. We could do blue with the ripple pattern, like why does it escape me? Dogfish. Like the dogfish, that would be kind of cool. So there it is. Like I said, nice full-size blade. Great action. This button lock is awesome on these. It has a single side pocket clip, so it is non-reversible, unfortunately, but it does sit in there nice and deep, so it's going to carry very well in the pocket. Make sure I got all the other details. And what's nice about it being an integral is you can get it, like G10 is a very stable material, so you can get it wet. It's going to be chemical proof, heat resistant, all that. So your handle is going to wear very little over time. So G10 is just an extremely stable material, and that gun stock grip is super grippy. So let's see, blade coating. I forget the name of this coating that they use. I want to say it's Thai night something, or I'm not exactly sure. I'll get the answer for that on the next live stream. What's the coating on the Brat? Because I know it's not PVD. I know it's not DLC. And I forget what they put on that one. So when someone says a blue Brat would be awesome. So there she is right there. That is the Brat. And like I said, these are coming in at $89. But if you jump in on it early, you can get it on the early bird purchase. Thai D. Meme screen says Thai D. Thai nitrate coating. Thank you, guys. I knew Krylon, titanium nitride. Maybe that's what it is. Don't quote me on that, guys. I might just be pulling loose strings from my brain somewhere. But I will get the answer for that on the next live stream. I'll have that for you guys. Did he say if it'll come in other colors? So, Nicole, it is not coming in other colors yet. But I suspect if this one does well, they will play around with it. The Brat is one of my all-time favorite knives. I'm thinking about doing, so I got to do the product videos for these new release knives. But I think I'm going to do it. Because we're past June. Let me get my words out. I think I want to do a video that covers from December to June, the first half of the year, my favorite 10 Kaiser releases, and just do a video covering it all, going from all the price points. So I might do that for you guys. We'll see. And just kind of cover the first half of the year. First half of 2024, favorite releases, top 10 favorite releases of the year. Maybe I'll challenge you guys on Facebook and make you guys also post your top 10 favorite ones. Any plans for different blade shapes? For the brat, a sheep's foot, Warncliffe, maybe. I think a sheep's foot would look really good on that, actually. So if we flip it over, so that's one way I always trick myself to do what a sheep foot would look like. You can flip the blade over. I think a sheep foot would look really good on this with stonewash. So a brat with a sheep foot and stonewash, and maybe we'll give it the brown checkered G10 handle on that one. So brat and a sheep's foot. Very cool. PVD coating. Oh, so Rosie says it is a PVD coating on the brat. Okay, so you guys got a PVD coating on the brat. Thank you, Rosie. I didn't think it was PVD, so I apologize, guys. There it is. All right, any other questions on this one? I vote for Tonto Brat, neon blade colors. Okay, hear me out. A sheep dog blade shape, a magnet cut, a green toxic fat carbon inlays, all polished DLC. Very good imagination, Raccoon. Very good. All right, let's see, make sure I got everyone's questions. So any final questions on the brat? Let's see, we jumped up to 183. So since we've got a bunch of new viewers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cover real quickly some of the other knives that we have covered. So first things first, we covered the PEI Gemini. So if you're a fan of the Gemini, this is the new one that's coming out. It's got this beautiful ripple pattern in the PEI. Nice lightweight knife, 3 ounces, 3 inches overall, blade length, great action, flipper, liner lock, reversible pocket clip. So this one is coming in at $70, I believe is what it was. But that's the first one we covered. Then the star of the show, we showed off the fat carbon or the camel carbon Militaw in S45VN DLC. Boom. I think every time I show it, I sell one. So I'm just going to keep showing it all night. And then we showed off the companion knife. So this one's coming in at $219. And we showed off the other version in the 80s fat carbon. And this one's not coming yet, but it's coming really soon. So for the people that just joined us, those are what we just covered. I just got done covering the brat in the new gun stock milling on the green G10 handle with a blade of 154 cm with a PVD coating. This is coming in at $89. And if you stay, we'll cover the early bird because you guys will be able to get these a little bit cheaper, get some discounts on these. And if you stay, we'll be doing a giveaway after we cover these. We'll be doing a giveaway after we cover the upcoming stuff. And I'm going to show off a knife that I think you guys, if you're big fans of Kaiser's, I'm going to show off a knife. First look at it tonight. I think you guys will be very happy with it. So I'm going to grab a drink before the next one, and then we'll jump forward. Okay, let's see if I missed anything. Okay, I know these streams were so popping. I'm going to be a regular here now. Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, we always have a good time. I think the next one's going to be August 3rd. Don't quote me on that. August 3rd should be the next live stream. I believe it's on a Saturday. We're going to have some giveaways, and yeah, maybe I'll work in the next one. So here's what I want you guys to do. So let's say we go August 3rd. We have plenty of time for a heads up. Let's get to August 3rd. I think the highest I've ever seen the view count in here was almost 300. I want you guys to tell all your Facebook friends, all your Instagram friends, all your YouTube friends, August 3rd. Let me check that date. I'm almost positive it was the 3rd. Yep, it's a Saturday. Get everyone there. If we break 300, I'll do something special for you guys. We'll do some bonus giveaways or something. So August 3rd, special giveaways, special prizes if you guys can get us there. So just something to think about in the future on the next one. 180 right now. That's awesome. Thank you for everyone joining us. We're going to go back and cover the other knives at the end. So we'll cover it all at the end. If you didn't get to see them all, we'll have you covered. All right. So next up, let's take a look at, check my notes here. I think I covered those ones. Let's look at a knife that you guys should know. If you guys watch the Blade Show coverage, this was one that I had there. Just a little bit of an updated version. So the nice guy was my Blade Show carry. If you went to our event or the dinner that we hosted, we had over 100 people there. everyone got a version of the Nice Guy in the 11th anniversary aluminum handle. This is a G10 version in, oh, there we go. Brand new out of the box, ignore the oil. So this is a G10 version in D2. And so the other ones were in Nitro V. We had aluminum handles, Richlite handles, carbon fiber over G10. So this one is going to be straight D2, straight G10, blacked out, nice, common sense, no nonsense knife. And I really like that this has a choil right here. It's just such a practical knife. Most of these come in really lightweight. The weight on this one is coming in at 2.54 ounces, sub 3-inch blade, and it has this choil here. And this choil is actually really awesome. It sits super comfortably in the hand. This is the Azo design. Well, that's a Nice Guy. Yes, it is. And what's nice is you have the jimping up at the top here. So you have jimping here. You have jimping here. And this blade stock, what was the blade thickness? So 2.5 millimeters is the start where this blade stock starts. And it terminates very thin to a very thin edge on this guy. So super thin, super slicey, very practical. Just that this choil here, you don't see it until you use it. It's almost like a hidden front finger choil. Super, super lightweight. Just a great no-nonsense knife. So if you're beating up on your $200 folders and you want to pull something else out, it has a lanyard hole here, so you have the option for carrying a lanyard. Yeah, just a great no-nonsense knife. Like I said, I carried the aluminum version as my blade show carry. I gifted one of these to Big Red EDC. Great guy. If you don't watch him, go watch his stuff. I actually gifted him the Red Richlite one. So very cool knife. So this is just the D2 version. So the original was in Nitro V. This one is in D2. Any questions on the Nice Guy? Reversible pocket clip. So lefties and righties. Millimeters, need that in the freedom for me. About a toothpick and a half wide. We'll break that down into freedom meters because we'll use anything but metric. But yeah, 2.5 millimeters, terminates very thin on the edge there. Y'all gonna make a bad guy next. It's interesting you should say that. Somebody had talked to us about that. I'm not sure if it's going to even come through, but there was at least one conversation about there being a bad guy. So we have the Nice Guy, and we did have a conversation about there being a bad guy. So there it is. Oh, it's going to make me a liar. All right, there we go. So that is the Nice Guy. Carter approves of my freedom measurement. Pretty much the joke is, if you're not from the U.S., the joke is that the U.S. will use anything but the metric system to measure things. We'll say it's a football and a half wide, a football field and a half wide, anything. But there you go. It's a $39 on Amazon. So this version, I didn't cover the price. My bad. So this version, guys, $29. $29. Is that a typo? Man, $29. I mean, that right there, $29. I don't care. I know our competitors have their budget brands that everyone seems to be very popular about. But why have a budget brand when you can keep the name on it and still have that same quality? I mean, a Kaiser for $29? Let me check the website. I want to just make sure that's right. That's got to be right. Wow. So if you jump in on I'm looking at this on the website. So if you jump in on the early bird, which will be going live tomorrow, and we'll talk more about that at the end of this, you're going to get money off of that. So $26 is what your early bird price is going to be on the Nice Guy. So if you want a Kaiser, but you don't have $50, $45, $40, $35, or even $30, minus that shipping, you can get one of these. So boom. That's a really great knife. It really is a practical knife. That front finger choil with the thin blade stock. Lefties and righties can carry this. It's a great Nice Guy. It's a great knife, guys. It's a great Nice Guy. So lanyard for all my lanyard fans. If you're team lanyard, let me know. I am team lanyard. All right. So let me see. I'm slacking on the comments. Brat check. Nice Guy check. Not so nice guy pending. Jack or jerk pending. Okay. Let's see. Gnarly deal. Knife wife says yes. Pretty cool about all these. I mean, there's an assassin, so maybe a bodyguard. Okay. Kind of keep the similar style knives together. All right. Team lanyard. Team lanyard. Yes. Elementum killer. Ooh. I didn't say it. I'm just gonna pop that up there for y'all to see. $29. I'll just say that. $29. Says I'd buy that for $1. You're 25 more, Ed, or 25 more, and you're there. Okay. Didn't spend all my allowance this month. Time to go to Blade Binge and unload. Yep, Dwayne, I understand. I know how it is. The hobby comes, the hobby goes. It giveth and it taketh, the knife hobby. We all have that in one knife that we remember that we say, I can't believe I sold that. And then you look at your next new shiny knife. So, okay. So we're at 183. I'm going to cover very quickly, run through the ones that we already checked. So if you didn't see, you're going to get to see them again real quick. PEI Gemini, and I'll cover all the prices and stuff on these at the end. Right there. Popular Gemini knife with that beautiful ripple in the PEI. We have the ever so popular Militaw in the camel carbon, shiny DLC S45 VN. Beautiful action. Almost got me, guys. Not this time. Yeah, the rule is, if you're new here, the rule is if I cut myself, there's a bonus giveaway. And I am still all my fingers and blood free. I got really close last time. I dropped the knife on the last live stream. This is the 80s fat carbon, beautiful version as well. So if the camo is not quite your thing, you got this. Boom. All right. Beautiful. And then we just covered the new Brat in green with the Gunstock G10, 154 cm. And like I said, I'll cover all the prices. And if you missed anything, this will be on YouTube afterwards. So you can always hop on back, relive the good times that we're having now, and watch the video and catch up on some of the knives that you might have missed. And then we just covered the Nice Guy, which is a knife that you're going to be able to get in the early bird for under, boom, there she is, for under $30, $26 if you get it in the early bird. And if you're not part of our Facebook group, you get an extra 5% off for joining Facebook. So you get even more off. So you can get a Kaiser knife with that great action that you know us for, that great quality, for probably about $25 if you're not in the Facebook group, 26 if you are. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. If someone says got their screw stuck putting their knife back together, could they send it in to get it repaired? Carter, reach out to our team afterwards. There is some possibility for doing repair stuff. I mean, we'll take care of you. But we sometimes we replace it. Sometimes we can repair it. So Carter, reach out to our support team after this, either via Instagram or on our Facebook group, and we'll get you taken care of. They want me to bleed. They want blood. You guys are like sharks. You're just waiting for the blood. Tell your wife to quit throwing it at you. Uh-oh. I'm in for about 600 so far tonight. So, I mean, just the two Militaws. I mean, that's going to set you back probably about 400 right there. Let's see. Yep. Oh, that looks like a mini Militaw. Oh, what do you guys think? Mini Militaw? That's kind of cool. Should we do a mini Militaw or an XL Militaw? If you guys missed it, we covered the Brat. We're hitting 190, which is, it's funny. We're about to hit getting close to 200, and we're about to do our first giveaway. So looks like we're going to get pretty close tonight. Here's the new Brat that we covered. So we covered Militaws, we covered Brats, we covered Nice Guys, we covered Geminis. Have we covered fixed blades? So let's cover. We got, all right, Gball is here. All right, perfect timing, Gball. Can you hear me? If you can, give me a thumbs up. We're going to add you to stage. All right. Hey, Gball. So welcome, everybody. I was going good. We got 190 people in here. So we covered some new stuff. I don't know if you got to see some of the stuff earlier. We covered some new Militaws. Look at that beauty there. And I reserved some. So you have some of the knives, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Right. So I have not covered the Riverbend or the bow tie yet. So I figure we can kind of check those out together.
Okay. Yep.
So, but yeah, I covered the Brat. I covered the new Gemini. I don't know if you were watching earlier, but this was one of the new ones that we got coming out.
Yeah.
Showed off this beautiful 80s fat carbon. Look at that on the Militaw.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So we got some cool stuff that we've covered. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself, though. Why don't you tell these people what you're about, where you're at? I'm going to post your link down in the comments so they can go ahead and follow you.
Yeah. What's happening, everybody? I know some of the people in here, but I'm Greg and I run the Gball Vision channel and do everything related to knives, gear, anything related to EDC. I try to cover a little bit.
Yeah,
And then
and
anything else, ask away.
so how tracking so far, talking about recent stuff from Kaiser, what stands out to you right now? What are you liking the most?
Oh boy.
It can be anything recently. It doesn't have to be from just this video. Like what's your favorite Kaiser? I guess it can just be just what's your favorite Kaiser in general.
I would say so. It's actually been, it's something that came out a couple months back, but something I just recently got in my hands for the first time.
Okay.
And I've probably handled or owned close to 40 to 50 Kaisers. And out of
Yeah.
all of them, I would have to say my favorite so far is going to be the Kaiser Mystic.
Interesting. Interesting. So why don't you go ahead and let me see something really here.
I have some others though that fall close behind that though.
Um, real quick, shout out to Raybo. Just broke 200 subs today. Congratulations, Raybo. Those first 200 are some of the hardest to get. So good job. Congratulations on that. All right. So we've got the bow tie and also another beauty here, the riverbank. Which one do you want to cover first?
I do have the riverbank right here handy. We can go over that one.
Hey, Rambo.
I mean, I got them all handy, but that one's right here, literally.
Rambo, hold tight. Wait until we get done covering the new products, and I'll talk about that a little bit. The Mystic is getting a refresh, so something interesting to talk about. I'm going to make you full screen so you can show it off.
All right.
Let's see if we can get you full screen. So why don't you go ahead and show that off for us?
All right. So that is the riverbank. And that is an Azo design right there. It's got some, what would you call that? Like butterscotch micarta almost?
You know, I was looking at it earlier and it's not quite butterscotch. It's not quite natural. It's a nice color. It's very attractive.
And yeah, it's something that's a little bit different. It's like a worn natural butterscotch almost. It's
very nice.
Yeah, and I like how it's layered, how the layers are shown on it as well, like around the chamfered edges. It looks really good.
And what I like about this one is, I mean, a lot Azo's designs are usually very popular. I love his designs. This one's a little bit slimmer than what he normally does. So if you like the Azo designs, the ergonomics, which he always does great, the jimping, very thin blade stock, you know, it's got the swedge across the top. He doesn't usually do them this thin. So I really like the thinness on this one. It's going to carry very nicely.
Yeah, very light. It feels pretty substantial, but it's pretty lightweight though. It's thin in the hand, but it feels, you know, the steel liners give it some of that rigidity, but the way they've been hollowed out, it gives it, you know, it gives it a nice structure, but it's lighter weight. It's a good knife.
So we have 3 versions of this, and all of them come in at about 2.5 ounces or under.
Yeah,
and you're getting almost a 3-inch blade, 2.99. So for legality's sake, if you're under 3 inches, you should be covered on that. So just a hair under 3 inches, coming in just under to about 2.5 ounces. These are in Nitro V steel. And the one we're looking at right now is just micarta. Let me see if I can do this split screen again. There we go. So this is micarta. It does have reversible pocket clip. There you go. And it has a nice lanyard hole. So Greg, are you a lanyard guy or not a lanyard guy?
I would venture more on. I'm not opposed to them, and
Gotcha.
I do put them on some knives, but typically not. Sometimes, but typically not. I would say.
Okay. And so I want to make sure I'm keeping up with the comments. Probably missed a few. It's the same color as a sack. Kind of. Nested liners. So it's not nested liners. You do see them. They are exposed. But part of that is because this is just under $50. These are coming in at 49. So you got a give and take there. So you got weight relief, but they're not nested. But there
Yeah.
she is.
No, I don't have any
Now,
problem with them not being nested. I know some people are more hell bent on something like that, but I think this is for under $50 or 50 and under. It's a really solid
do
Nitro
you
V,
have
the micarta.
do you have any of the other versions of the Riverbank?
I do not. I do not.
Okay. So I'm going to show off the other versions real quick, kind of let you get a look here.
Yep.
I'll save the cool one for last. Well, they're all cool, but the one that I like for last. So this one, if that micarta is a little too fancy for you and you like something a little more discreet, this is G10. So it's got that nice G10 kind of texture in there. Let me get that for you. There we go. So it's going to have some nice grip for it. Same thing, black blade, Nitro V. And that's what I'm talking about. I love this Azo, his jimping and his swedge that he runs across the top of these. Very similar to almost like a Brat or the Nice Guy, which I just covered. Reversible pocket clip, like we talked about. So there is the micarta version, which Greg was showing off right there. There's the G10 version, and there's something called the Blackwood. And it's going to be really hard. I might have to go solo on this just to get details because it's really dark. So give me just 1 second. Let me get real close on this one for you guys. It's really hard to see it, but I'll try to get that wood grain.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's almost like a dark ebony black. It's really hard to pick up, but you can kind of see some of that wood grain in there. So this one's called Blackwood, I believe. Yep, Blackwood. And I think it's like a pack of wood almost that's darkened. I believe that's what it is. So that is the Blackwood. Someone asked, can it get wet? I suspect it can get wet. I suspect it cannot be submerged for days on end. I would treat it like you would any other natural material. It does have kind of a glossy finish to it at the end here, so it does have a little bit of a finish to it that'll protect it a little bit from that. But I would just treat it as you would any other natural materials and not keep it super submerged or exposed to a lot of moisture. But yeah, and then all reversible pocket clips. These are coming in at $49. I think.
And at least this one has an extremely nice detent on it, like just perfect.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see if I can. I don't know if they can hear that. I'm gonna get real close to the mic. So that one's good. I bet you they're all gonna be great. Ooh, that one's tuned just to sound nice. We're doing knife sounds. Yeah. So if you guys are for just joining us on this live stream, we're doing knife sounds right now. And then here's the G10. Yeah, they're all dialed in really nicely. Someone
really
says,
nice.
Wax on that. Nailed the wood scales. This is the one. So let me put us back on split screen so we can share that. So I'll let you show them the natural micarta one. I'll show off the Blackwood. There we go. So these are two versions. And Greg was saying that one's almost like a butterscotch. So it does have an interesting color and finish to it. It's very nice. So there we go. That one has a stonewash blade, correct? Yep.
Yes.
Beautiful. Yep. And I'm a sucker for stonewash. Stonewash over everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love DLC and I love that. But at the end of the day, I'm stonewash over everything. And then for people who thinks it's too fancy, we got just a nice subtle G10 version here. And you can see it's got oil on it from the factory still, but nice and dialed in detent. And if you're just joining us, we are covering the Riverbank in Azo design coming out. So these are $49. If they get in on the early bird special, Let's see what these coming in at under early bird. These should be going for $44, and that'll be starting tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
that's a
and today,
deal.
in today's economy, everyone, we got to save our dollars. So save $1, buy Riverbank. There you go.
What's
It's
happening,
just
everybody?
it's just a really good in hand. Blade coating looks rougher on the website picture. Well, there it is in person. That is the
Yeah, that looks
coating.
nice. Is that just the base PVD on that
Yeah.
one?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that looks good.
Someone says, "Is there a giveaway?" Yes. So we're going to cover. We're going to talk about the Riverbank for another minute or two. We're going to cover a fixed blade, a new fixed blade, and then we'll do a giveaway. Um,
Nitro V is the steel on the Riverbank.
yep, Nitro V on this, and Nitro V. Let's see. When is the carbon fiber Veritas coming? Ronan, I'm not sure. I know we showed it off at Blade Show, but it should be probably next month or two. All right, so Greg, now that this one, we have 3 different handle materials on these, just so we can learn a little bit more about you. When it comes to handle materials, what's your preferred handle materials? What do you like to play around? I know some guys are titanium, some are micarta, some are G10, or do you have a preference?
Boy, I would say I probably have more my titanium and micarta. I love the combination actually of like titanium with the micarta inlay.
Yep.
That's like one of my go-tos. Micarta, I've been a huge fan of for many years. I love micarta, and then titanium and carbon fiber kind of fall right behind that, I would say. But I love a good mix of titanium and micarta or titanium and carbon fiber. That's a you kind of get the treatment that best of
Yeah,
both worlds.
I like that. And so don't get me wrong, I love like these beautiful versions of the Militaw that I was showing off earlier. Like I love these, but the OG Militaw, like I love that micarta in that
Green.
and set into the titanium. I think that's just beautiful. It's just so classy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
um,
I guess it
I agree.
depends on your style, like what, or what you're trying to do. Do you want that gentleman type carry, or are you looking,
Yep.
you know what I mean? It just kind of depends
You
on.
want something big and loud like the clairvoyant or the huntsman, or do you want something more discreet like like a nice guy, or what? No, this is the riverbank. Nice guy. Right here.
Yeah, I actually have. I think you handed this to me
Yes,
actually at
I did.
the dinner
Yep.
there. But yeah,
Yeah.
really nice as well.
Go ahead and let him get close on that. So, guys, what he's showing you is at our dinner we did the 11th anniversary um, event for just our Facebook group and some of the friends of the channel, and everyone got gifted one of these nice guys. And I was actually carrying the not that version, but the black aluminum version for my carry at Blade Show.
Yeah, another Azo as well,
Yep.
right?
I mean, we all love Azo.
Yeah.
All right. I want to make sure I'm getting all the comments. Okay, what do you think of a Militaw with clear scales? I think clear insert would be cool. I don't know about clear scales, but I think a clear insert would be cool. Greg, can you see the comments on the side here?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Great. I just wanted to make sure. Let's see. I need that 11th anniversary knife. Oh, Jose, you're going to have to do somebody a favor because I don't know if anyone's going to give those up. And there was only 100 of them ever made. So you're going to have to reach out to your Facebook friends on that one. Okay, do you have the bow tie, Greg?
Yes, I do. Yep.
All right. So I'm going to let Greg, I'm going to put you on solo and let you introduce this guy here. Oh, shoot. Wrong one. Wrong solo. Hold on. Boom. All right. There you go, Greg. Take it away.
All right. So this is the bow tie here, and this is a July release as well. And it's kind of a cross, I would say, between a neck knife and kind of a pocket, friendly fixed blade. It's got a nice little cleaver blade. These are, at least this particular one is coming in D2. And then it's got a nice, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it has a nice powder coat almost. Is that what you guys are calling that? A powder
I was
coat on that?
I actually put a note down to ask about this because I really like this. Yeah, it's almost like a powder Cerakote type coating on it, and I don't
Yeah.
I suspect that it's not Cerakote, but it's got a nice coating on that. Let me see if I can pop mine up on the screen too, so they can see it.
Yeah.
There it is. So yeah, it's got a nice like tough finish on it.
Yeah. A
Um,
worker finish.
yep. And so there's two versions. You have the coated version. I'm going to show off the other one. Um, there is the other one here. And so this is, as I said, stonewash over everything. Beautiful stonewash finish on this.
Oh
Same
yeah.
thing. This one's coming in D2 as well. So both these coming in D2. There you go with the Kydex. So these both come with a Kydex sheath. I'll get mine here. And it has just the bent metal loop. So you can clip that pretty easily onto your belt. Just slips right over. And it does have these two screws, which are going to fit a tech lock. If you wanted to swap that out for a tech lock, you could do that. And it'll only mount the one way, but it does give you that option.
Yeah, this is seriously when I forget what the first one is. I didn't know if we were going to talk about it. Is it the K-box or K-box, I think it is?
Yep. So you can go ahead and we can talk about that one, and we'll have time to talk about that one.
Yeah. Well, I was
And
going to
we
say
and
how. Go ahead.
I was going to say we actually you're I'm glad you brought that knife up, but go ahead.
I was going to say how happy I am that you guys are doing the clips for these and doing scout straps and just doing different stuff. I mean, I like the what is it, the tech lock style, that tech lock. I like that, but it's almost like it was put on everything. Like no matter what knife you're getting, not saying I'm not saying from Kaiser, but just in a general view, like everything that you was getting from any company was pretty much going to be a textile lock. And
Yep.
I would say not, for me personally, like if I'm going hiking or camping or going out into the woods, then sure, give me the tech lock. But for like day-to-day stuff, EDC, work, I either want a clip or I want scout straps. And you guys offering that, especially on the K box, when I opened that up and saw that it was coming with the scout straps, I was blown away. Because that's awesome. That's what I want to see personally. And you don't want a tech lock on this fixed blade right here. You don't. You want a clip on here. That way you can either dump it in the pocket, or if you want to throw it on the belt, you have that option. And it's small enough that you could carry this as a potential neck knife too.
And
So lots of options.
both of these do come with paracord in the box, so it is
Yep.
going to be an option. And I actually did it on the Scuttler from last month's video, the little fixed blade. I just took this little clip off and wrapped the handle and put some paracord on here and did a neck knife. So
Oh
a
yeah,
couple.
I got that one as well. Yeah.
So what's cool? So this is coming in D2, 6 millimeters on the blade stock. So actually pretty stout on the thickness there. And the blade length is about
Yeah.
2.5 inches or so. And it's just got that nice push thing. And so your weight is about 2.4. Yeah, about 2.4. So looking at this, a lot of people are going to see that handle and be like, that's interesting, right? And what I like about this is it's got a utility blade feel to it. It's got a small kind of EDC fixed blade, but also kind of could do, and I'm not the kind of guy that thinks of knives as like a self-defense thing. I think of them as tools. But the way that you can put your finger in here and the way these two fingers hook in here, this is one of the most secure knives that like this,
Yeah.
you're not losing your grip on this knife. If you hold it
No.
like this, you're not losing, it's not going anywhere. And that could be through pushing through, triple wall cardboard if you're doing big, heavy cuts. That's why I like that it's got the cleaver style blade on there. You've got some generous jimping on the top of the knife here. So this is going to be super secure in hand. You're not losing this one.
Yeah.
So very cool.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like it a lot. I think this would make, for people, I know for me, I went on this kind of what I called a fixed blade journey, trying to find like EDC fixed blades that would actually work and that I would actually want to carry in an everyday role. And that's tougher than it sounds to find something that is truly going to fit you and something you're actually going to put in your pocket. But this is something, right out of the box with the pocket clip. This is something I could see myself throwing right in my pocket and not having any trouble carrying this, not having any qualms about it. And this would make a great EDC fixed blade, for day-to-day stuff, whatever that might, whether it's cutting cord or strap or belt, cardboard, whatever it might be. It's got that profile that you're going to be able to abuse this knife, and it's going to be able to take it. And like you said, you're going to have control over it with those couple of openings. And I don't mind that. I've come to the realization that people will often complain that this knife looks like that knife, or so on and so forth. But when something different comes out, those people will complain about how it looks. It's like, well, you got something different, and then you're complaining that everything looks the same. So it's like you almost can't ever please anyone. But I like that it's different. Of course, you could have easily put just a straight standard casual handle on here and been done with it, but I like the way they went with this one here.
Yep, and it's function. It has form and function, so it's got a lot of things going for it. So there it is in the Kydex sheath. D2. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. D2 steel on these. I think I did that last live stream. These are coming in at $42. So on the website, coming in with the early bird, $38. So you get yourself a nice size fixed blade if you get in on the early bird. But you also showed the K-Box. Now, I covered this on the last live stream, but we can go ahead and show this one off. So we've got two versions. We have this one and a satin one in 154 cm. This one is D2. Why don't you go ahead and show that off?
Yeah. So the K-Box here, for anyone who hasn't seen it or isn't familiar, this is how it comes out of the box. So it clips the Kydex style sheath here and the scout straps. And I like the profile of the sheath. It's not bulky for no reason. The scout straps touch. I know for me, there's been a lot of times where I've had to buy aftermarket scout straps to go on the knife. So it's nice that these come with it, especially for the people who like the horizontal carry. Then it's got a nice ramp here to get it out of the sheath. And then it does have the ring on the back, but I've found in like the standard grip, I kind of put my pinky there, and it's really comfortable. And I love the drop point blade. It's really comfortable. The G10 is done really, really well. It's a nice, comfortable, and if you really want to choke up, you can almost avoid that ring if you want to. But then the ring is there if your gas station fighting or whatever. But I like this, and I like Jonathan Styles designs. He at least to me, he's a little bit newer of a designer to me. I don't know how long he's been around, but I know of him over about the last year or so, and I've been pretty happy with everything I've handled from Styles. So, and I was impressed with this fixed blade. This would make also a nice like crossover between a EDC fixed blade and kind of a companion fixed blade. And what I mean by that is something you could take outdoors. You could do a little bit of outdoor stuff with it, and not have any issue doing so. So it kind of is in that middle ground where, you could definitely EDC this all day, but then it would work well as kind of like a camp knife. You could do different things outdoors with it. You wouldn't want to baton it through, a 6-inch log or anything, but food prep and that sort of thing. So this could easily be kind of transitional fixed blade as well. Might be too big for some people for an EDC blade, but I think it's a good size. It's venturing on that size where it's, in a middle ground.
Nope, I agree. And Jonathan Stiles, we actually just signed as our exclusive designer. So he's only working with us right now. And for everyone,
Cool.
Thank you for everyone. Everyone was really concerned. They all thought I cut myself. I did not. So I'm glad you were all concerned about me. But yeah, so the K-Box, another Jonathan Stiles design. Here is the original version. You guys can see there was the original version in micarta and D2.
Ooh.
So lots of different versions.
I like that one.
So both these versions were in D2. We actually also have a 154 CM version. So if you want a little bit of a step up, you have a little bit of that. So yeah, so those are some of the knives I'm going to run through. We're up to almost 200 people. So I'm going to show, thank you, Wyoming. I'm going to show a couple of these knives off. So this is going to be, I'm going to just solo it real quick while I run through these.
Yep.
Actually, maybe I can do this one. There we go. Yeah, that one works better. So you can still be here with us. So this is the PEI Gemini. Very popular knife, reimagined, coming in.
What steel is that coming in?
This is going to be Nitro V.
Okay.
Yep, Nitro V. And these are about 70, I believe $72 is what these ones were. But let me just double check my notes to make sure. Of course, I'm missing that one. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Well, that one's missing. So, but I think it was about $72 for that one. We covered the new Militaw. It's a beautiful knife.
Everyone loves that knife, I think. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they didn't like that knife.
I know, right? There's so many things to like about it. We covered the Brat, which is a very popular, cool knife. And this one's cool because it's an integral G10 handle. A new color. This has got some gun stock milling in here, which makes it super grippy and just gives it a nice look. Button lock, great knife. And then we covered the Riverbank. This is the Blackwood. So if you can see that, there we go. Beautiful handle. It's got a nice dark color to it. Azo design. These are going to be in the $40 range. Very nice, lightweight, slim EDC. And then we covered the D2 version of the Nice Guy, which is one of my favorite knives, even at this price. And with the early bird, you can get this for about $26. So super cool. Now PVD on the Brat backcountry. So there you go. So those are the ones we covered.
Is the newest Nice Guy, is that D2?
It is. So this is going to be D2 G10. And so that brings the price point down just a little bit. So the other versions are Nitro V. This one is D2. So, and I just love how thin and slicey this blade is.
Great action. Great feel in hand.
Someone wants to know, when is the Hawk dropping? I haven't got the clearance to show that off yet, so it's got to be at least a month or two out. I wish it was. Oh, Robbo, that's quite a clever thing to say. I'm not going to say it, but that's funny. Let's see. I used to be a Blank fan, but switched to Kaiser because I'm impressed with the quality. Thank you, Wyoming. I just don't say their name. I try not to. No, I'm just kidding. The Civivi guys are great. They do a good knife. What's the deal with the new Momo DLC S45 purple fat carbon? I had no idea, Bryant. All right, so I think we covered all the new releases that are coming in this drop. It's going to be time for a giveaway. I think we got 200 people. I think it's a great time to do a giveaway. And the way it's going to work is I'm going to put a thing for you guys to type in the comments. You guys are going to enter it in the comment. We're going to run it for a few minutes until we get close to the viewer count in the entries. And then I'm going to draw it. I'll share my screen with the giveaway tool, and you will win a random Kaiser knife. You will just reach out to our team, give them their information, and they will ship you a mystery knife. So there's going to be 3 giveaways tonight. This is our first one. Then I'm going to cover some upcoming events, do a little bit of Q&A, show off a knife that I think is going to make you guys go, I'm really excited about this knife. I think you guys are going to love it. And it hasn't been seen yet. It wasn't shown at Blade Show. I don't think anybody has seen it yet. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty hyped about this one. We'll show you that, do some Q&A, and then some more giveaways. All right. So we're going to do hashtag Gball in honor of you being here tonight. That's going to be our first giveaway hashtag. So what I'm going to do is, don't go yet. I'm just going to put it in the comments. So this is going to be it. I just posted it there. Make sure I spell everything right. And you guys are going to go on the count of 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and run it, guys. And then I'm going to share my screen with the giveaway tool, and we're going to let that run. Let's see. I was prepared this time.
Good luck, everybody.
All right. Hashtag Gball. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
All right. So we are up to, okay, great. Cool. We can see it. So we're already hitting almost 100 entries. So welcome to everyone who's coming and just getting here. You came at just the right time because we're doing a giveaway. What you're going to do is type in hashtag Gball, which you see here in honor of our guest tonight. He's kind of here revealing some knives with us. We wanted to cover some of the things that he's got, get his insights, and I appreciate it. I've had guests on here where, not everyone has something to say, and they don't have a lot of words. I appreciate you giving your feedback. It was like watching a YouTube review of the knives in real time. So thank you, Greg. I appreciate that.
Thanks for having me on too.
So in honor of our guests, we are doing hashtag Gball. We have 148 entries right now. We're at 216 viewers, so quite a few people aren't entered yet. If you're just joining us, you're going to do hashtag Gball in the comments to enter the first giveaway of tonight. We're doing 3 total tonight, and you're going to win a mystery Kaiser knife. It'll just show up one day, and you'll have to claim it as yours. I ball, you ball, we all ball for Gball. I'm popping that on the comments. Boom. I like that. Nice, David. I like that a lot. All right, let's see how we're doing on the entry count. We're at 158 entries, so I want to see a few more. I'd hate for about 30 to 40 people to miss out on this. So if you're just joining us, type in hashtag Gball to get entered in our giveaway. It says we have 200 and almost 20 viewers, so we just want to make sure everyone gets a shot at it. This is our first giveaway of tonight for a mystery Kaiser knife. So of tonight's, Greg, I'm going to let it run for another minute because I want it to be fair. We'll let it get up to about 175, 180, and then we can pull it. But out of tonight, the ones that we covered tonight, Greg, which one's your favorite?
I would have to say at least the ones that I've handled. That the Riverbank has had my attention at least as of lately. It's just
nice
for the money. Yeah, I mean, we're talking like folding knives, EDC knives. This is going to make a really, for micarta, and then you got, the Kaiser standard deep carry clip, reversible, and it hits all the marks for utility, and then it backs up the utility factor with kind of that fun factor that it has. The really snappy detent, and then just nice glossy close. I've liked this one quite a bit, actually.
And the cool thing is, for anyone who's watching, we're going to give out some details for our early bird, which starts tomorrow. So if you like the Riverbank or any of the ones that we covered here tonight, there is going to be an early bird with some discounts for you guys to get these before they actually go out to the rest of the public. So, all right, I think we've let it run long enough. Let's see. We hit 172. I'm going to do a draw and 3, 2, and 1, and I'm going to do my obligatory drum roll, but a lot quieter.
Good luck.
Chuck Marsh.
Oh, congratulations, Chuck.
Congratulations, Chuck. You are the winner of a, oh, my mouse stopped working. You are the winner of a Kaiser knife, a mystery knife. So what we like to do is we like to have you sound off in the comments just so we know that you saw it. So Chuck, if you are here, why don't you sound off for us? Don't worry, Urban Woodsman. We still have 2 more giveaways tonight. Congratulations to Chuck. Chuck, if you're here, let us know. I'm going to leave this up for a moment in case you looked away. He can look back and see that he got it. So congratulations to Chuck Marsh. And Chuck Marsh, what you're going to do is you're going to go on to our Instagram and reach out on there. Or if you're in our Facebook group, reach out to the customer service and they will get you all sorted out. They'll get your information from you, send them this, and like take a screenshot of this. Chuck is here. It just sounded off. Awesome. Congratulations, Chuck. Let me stop sharing my screen. All right. Well, Greg, anything else you want to cover while we got you here before I jump into the other business end of this thing?
No, man. Just happy to be here and keep up the fantastic work.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. We'll appreciate you coming on tonight. Thank you for coming out to the event at the Blade Show. Friend of the channel. So what I'm going to do one more time, I'm going to put Greg's information, Gball on YouTube, put his information down here in the comments. You can go check him out. Go subscribe to him. Yeah. All right, Greg.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your insight.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on, and anytime.
All right, sir. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you, everybody.
All right, awesome. Oh, my camera moved. I didn't know I did that. How did I do that? All right. That's really hot. If my camera cuts out, it's because it blew up. I think we're overworking the new camera. All right, so we just had our first giveaway. We covered all the new stuff. If you want to see any of the new stuff and we haven't covered it, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to show it off real quick. What I'm going to do is cover, there's going to be 2 more giveaways, so don't leave yet. But I'm just going to cover some stuff that's coming up for the month of July, including the early bird, some flash sales and things like that. And then I've got a Q&A, which I'm going to show you something which I think you guys are going to be really excited about. If this doesn't break your brains, then I don't understand knife people, I guess, anymore. I don't have it anymore. I used to have it. I used to be able to say, oh, this knife's going to be hot, and but I don't think I'm wrong on this one. If I'm wrong on this one, maybe I should retire. So I'm going to show you a really cool knife, and we're going to do Q&A and some more giveaways. So let's cover some of, let me get my notes here, some of the July stuff that's coming out. So first things first, because we did just cover all the new products, let me tell you about the July early bird. So it's going to start tomorrow. It's going to run to the 14th. So July 11th at 10 p.m. Or 10:01 p.m. I'm sorry. It's going to open up for you guys. It's going to be 10% off of our map pricing for the public. And then if you're not in our Facebook group, go join our Facebook group. There'll be a pinned comment with a code for new members to get an additional 5%. And if I get any of these details slightly off, Rosie will correct me. And she'll get you guys going in the right direction. But early bird starts tomorrow at from 10 p.m. tomorrow to 10:01 on the 14th. Shipping and delivery is going to be about 7 to 15 days after placing your order. So because you're ordering it from us directly and it's before it goes live to the public, there is a little bit of a longer shipping because it's shipping out from our warehouses and factories over in the mainland out there. So a little bit longer, 7 to 15 days from the order delivery date for shipping, but you get it brand new, you get it fresh before everybody else at a discount. So 10 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you for asking. I'm in Eastern, so I tend to forget that not the whole world revolves around the East Coast. So I apologize. But yeah, starting tomorrow. And there's 10% off automatically for everybody who wants to buy early And if you're new to our Facebook group, you get an additional 5%. And that's going to be the Kaiser Knives website. All right. A couple of other things is, so one of the cool things that Kaiser did is they put together a PDF file. I have a physical brochure here, but it's a digital kind of catalog or digital like yearbook for last year. For 2023, what we accomplished, some of the things that we did, some of the products that we released that were popular, just kind of like a yearbook for 2023, and I suspect we'll do one for 2024. So I want to share that with you guys real quick and tell you how you can get that. Let me share my screen and show that. So it's kind of cool. If you are a true Kaiser fan, I think it'd just be interesting for you to read. Sorry, my mouse is dying, so I got to use the finger pad. I think it was right here. Okay. So I'm going to share this. And so this is what it is. It's a digital catalog, and there's a pin in our Facebook group where you can go and get this, and also on our website. But it tells you what our goals in 2023 were, some of the things that we did. We want to lead the way in EDC. I'm not going to read all of it. It is a 64-page thing, but I just want to give you the gist of it. It talks about some of the new products that we came out with, some of the things that we've done. So like new attempts right there. Titanium snowflake finish, integral G10 handles, Westinghouse micarta, PEI handles was last year for the first time, and you can see where that stuff kind of leads. So it's always cool. There is the Westinghouse micarta drop bear, which is insane. And it tells you a little bit about how we do our line. So there's the Bladesmith, there's the Vanguard. So just a lot of cool information. Some of the MVPs and releases from last year. So you can go through and you can get this in the pinned comment on our Facebook group, and you can go to our website and just check this out and download this. But yeah, so see the Militaw. So really cool stuff in here. Just a nice presentation of what Kaiser's been up to, what we got going on last year. And then, yeah, like I said, it'd be really cool to see this come and show this for 2024. But we wanted to share that and make that available for you guys as well. I want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. We do have 2 more giveaways coming soon, guys. Manuel, I think Manuel went and read it, actually. So very cool. And then actually in the Facebook group, I believe it's Rosie's post that has the actual digital catalog there. So if you wanted to check that out, you could. So the other thing is, at the beginning of this, I told you about lots of flash sales. If you're tight on bills or pinching pennies or all the things, we are doing flash sales galore. I think we started a couple months ago and just really hitting it with the flash sales. What that's allowing us to do is making more Kaiser knives, some of the stuff that's been around for a little bit that are our fan favorites, making it available to you guys at crazy discounts. And I'm not just saying that. We're not talking 10%, 15%, 20%. We're talking up to 60% on some of these. So your next flash sale is going to be from $725 to $727. Some of the stuff is going to be 60% off. So check that out. And another cool thing that we're doing, make sure my comments are refreshed here. Sorry, guys. Dan Woods, if you didn't see the new Brat, I can show that off after this. Well, during Q&A, we'll cover that there. But another thing that we're doing, though, in the Facebook group, which is really cool, is the guessing game. And what that is we post something. We want to get a little more participation going in it. We'll post a riddle or a mystery image, and you have to guess what the knife is. So it'll be referring to something. So if it was like a sheepdog, it might be a picture of a sheep and a dog. That's a simple one. But it'll be guess the knife. And anyone who guesses it correctly gets a $50 coupon to the website. And those sales go towards charity. So it's a great way for us to give you guys $50 off of a knife and to raise money for a good cause. So I literally saved $117 on the Clairvoyant because it was 50% off a couple weeks ago. And that's, some of the things that we do on our flash sales. But the guessing game is in our Facebook group. It's really fun to participate. It's like puzzles and riddles, and you get that coupon, and it goes towards a good cause. So hopefully you guys can go and participate in that. I want to make sure I got all the stuff. Got the July events. We got that. So I think we're going to go ahead and get ready to open it up for Q&A. I just want to make sure I got all these events here. Do you guys have any questions about flash sales? Anything about early bird? I know you guys are going to want to get the early bird. Jeremy, be quiet for a second so we can hear the brat. Yes, sir. Iowa wants to know, when is that version of the brat going to be available? Going to be available tomorrow, the 11th, early bird on our website for a discount. So if you want it, jump on over to kaiserknives.com and get it. What times does the flash sale start? I believe it says Eastern. It doesn't have a time. Rosie, is it going to be 10 p.m.? Oh, my hat. Oh, I'll get to that in a second. I believe the flash sales start at 10, but I might be wrong. So Rosie, can you post what time the flash sale will start on the 25th? Facebook group name is Kaiser Knives. So you know what? I should probably pull it up. Maybe I'll do that. Let me see if I can get it up and going for you guys so I can show you the group. Boom. All right, I will show you this because I know there's lots of groups. There's lots of Kaiser fan pages. So I'll share my screen and you guys can see it. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and you guys should be able to see what the group is. So if you're not a member of the group, this is where you're going to go. Boom, here we go. All right, so ignore my notifications. This is the group, 17.3 thousand members, and it's such a great community. So we're going to have stuff pinned up here for you guys, talking about early birds, great information, weekly drawings. Here's the PDF that I was just showing you. Double the rewards for inviting people. So these are the cool things we do, and we're doing giveaways all the time. Plus, you get stuff like early birds. Oops, I don't know where that's going, so I'm just going to cancel it. But that's the group, Kaiser Knives. When I joined Kaiser at the beginning of the year, it was under 12,000. Now we're at 17,000, which is awesome. So pretty excited about that. Okay, so we're going to open up to Q&A here in just a moment. Oh, my hat. So this was a hat that I just kind of created for myself when I first started working for them because I didn't have any Kaiser swag or shirts or hats or anything. So I wanted something to represent the brand, to kind of be proud. And I work for Kaiser, so I just went to Vistaprint and designed my own hat, and waiting for them to pick it up and start selling it. So yeah, there you go. What if you don't have Facebook? So Derek, what I would do is follow us on Instagram and be a part of our YouTube community. We're starting to build the YouTube stuff up a little bit more. We had under 1,000 when I first joined, and we're making that a bigger part of what we do. We don't have as many things for those channels yet, but I suspect as they grow, there will be opportunities. We do giveaways on our Instagram. So still bought Kaiser, still want Jeremy's hat. Thanks, James. So you're subscribed to YouTube. That's good. So you can go in. So by being subscribed to our YouTube, you hear about stuff like the early bird. So you're going to be able to get that 10% off before it's available to the general public. So those are the kind of things that we're still going to do. We're doing 3 giveaways tonight. So those are something that you have access to. So those are the kind of things that we can give to our YouTube subs right now. And as it grows, I'm sure we'll figure out some more stuff. Facebook and Instagram aren't for everybody. I get it. I enjoy Instagram, except for the Instagram jail stuff lately with knives, but that's neither here nor there. Are you hiring? Unfortunately, I'm the only US side person. It's just me. That's all there is. Most of the stuff they take care of there. I represent them here in the US for shows and stuff, but I'm a one-man crew, unfortunately. All right, guys. So 204 people here. I want to keep your attention. I want to show you guys something that I'm very excited for. Let me get a refreshment, and then I can show it off for you. All right, so what I want to do is I want everyone to close your eyes. I'm going to count to 3, and then you guys can open them, and you guys can see this this new knife. And you guys might know about it, but you might not. So, but I'm excited because I don't think you guys did know about it. So Everyone, close your eyes. Look away for just a second. I'm going to sneak it in frame, and I'm going to tell you to open them. It's an honor system. So, all right, everyone got them closed. Everyone got them closed. All right, on the count of 3, open your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. All right, guys, there is the reimagined. You guys know what this is, right? You guys know? This is, everyone's been wanting a Mystic, a mini Mystic, a new version, and here you go. Look at this bad boy. Check it out. Burlap micarta, PEI bolsters, clutch lock, beautiful. I think it's like a, yeah, it's like a black wash finish on the blade there. Very cool. People have been asking for this. It's a Paul Munko design, and it's such a great size. I have medium-sized hands, so I asked permission to show this to you guys because somebody brought it up in the last live stream, and I can't remember who it was, but I think it looks awesome. I think it's sweet. It takes the Mystic and makes it a little bit smaller for everyone. I love the burlap. I love the PEI. Since it is a prototype, there is no blade steel assigned to it yet, but someone's going to screenshot this and post it in the Facebook group, I bet. Let's see. They say yes to this, but a titanium bolster. If this does well, we're going to do more. You know how we roll. So just keep bugging us on the live stream. Say, hey, love your stuff, Mystic, titanium bolsters. Hey, love your stuff, Mystic, titanium bolsters. Just bug us. We'll get there. Rex 45 again would be cool. I don't know if it's going to be Rex 45. AE, we can't always hit it out of the park. So this is a proto, so I don't have all the specs on it. It does have steel liners. I would say on the weight, it's about three ounces maybe. So maybe we do multiple versions of this, right? So I'd love to see that with mirror DLC. I love the combinations you guys are coming up with. And that's fine, and that's perfect. That you guys, for those of you that don't like this and you're making suggestions, that's great. So titanium bolsters, 80s fat carbon, S90V. I love all these suggestions. So Mini Mystic is coming. I don't know all the versions that will be available, but this is one of them, and I like this. I know it's not for everyone, but I think it's pretty sweet. Munko knives are great. Yeah, and I got a chance to meet Paul at the dinner in the event. So tie bolsters with fat carbon would look pretty sweet on this. I will get behind that. I would love if we did like 3 versions of this. This one with the tie, and maybe also like some carbon fiber and I don't know, brass, or let's get crazy with it. But I love it's got the clutch lock on it. It's going to have a reversible pocket clip. I think it's great looking. DLC Veritas, please. I agree with that as well. I love the Veritas, and I think a little bit of DLC on there, maybe some anodization, or spiffy that thing right up and make it fresh and new again. Brass. This in brass would look really sweet, actually. Just full brass. I actually think that would be kind of cool. Hey, Michael, build your own Mystic. Pick everything and custom on the website. That'd be a big undertaking, especially since we're not set up for that, but I'm on board. Is the detent good? So it does have the clutch lock. So you see it's got that there. And I would say it's about average, a little more secure. It's got a little more detent than maybe a drop bear, so slightly more than a drop bear. So I'm making it look bad on action, but that's because I'm trying to test the detent. So ignore those fails. That's just me trying to test the detent. So yeah. Full brass would be pretty sweet. I would love Kaiser to get into the multi-tool business and allow customizable swapping. There's somebody doing that. So I'm trying to remember who's doing it. Go watch Max Level EDC channel. He covers that stuff really well. He's a friend of ours as well. He knows all about that stuff. Someone want to know about the special Militar? If you're just joining us and you haven't seen it, There she is in all her glory. This is the camel carbon Militaw. Roxon. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. Tim just posted it. Someone wanted to know, okay, is there any thoughts on a Kaiser OTF at some point? So Iowa, I wouldn't hold your breath on it because OTFs are tricky legal wise. I think there's a rule that they have to be assembled in the US. I don't know how they get around it. Some of the other companies get around it, but OTF would probably, it's not in our wheelhouse, and I don't suspect it would be in the future. So unfortunately not. Gravity knife, I mean, that one is technically, you could probably manufacture that wherever. So there's that. Any hints on when we'll see Kaiser compression lock? So David, the mini grouper is a Kaiser compression lock. I was avoiding saying that, but just for the sake of this conversation, I could go grab one. So if you guys want, you can hold on a second, talk among yourselves. I'll grab the mini grouper and I'll show you what that the Kaiser compression lock looks like. So hold on just a second. Okay, so this is the mini grouper. And what it is, oh, I guess that's the wrong side to show you. So it looks like a button lock, but what it actually is a button actuated compression lock. Make sure this doesn't close on me because that would be it, wouldn't it? I would just do this and it would shut on me. So you can see in there that actuates the compression lock. So this is the mini grouper. This was our first go at it. And I suspect that we'll be doing more of these in the future. Different handle materials, different blade steels, and just different knives with that lock on there. So what size bearing does the mini grouper run on? I have no idea, unfortunately. That's one of those things where if you give me time, I could probably look it up, but I don't have the means to disassemble right here. All right. So in case you're just joining us, some of the ones that we've covered are this one. And so somebody asked me last time what my favorite was of the new releases. So we're in Q&A now, guys. You can feel free to open it up. I think it's just a rear liner lock is what they're calling it, meme. Rear liner lock, something along those. They said in the last live stream, my bad. David Tilly, you almost fell for my play. David's setting me up. Michael wants to know for skiffs. I want all my knives to have front flippers. So we've got front flippers. We do front flippers pretty well. Top liner lock. Thank you, Tim. Tim has my back. I appreciate it. Tim is setting me up for success. David's lining me up for failure. Okay. So what's your favorite knife? Doesn't have to be Kaiser. Well, I will mention a Kaiser knife, but then I can also mention a non-Kaiser knife as well. So my favorite overall Kaiser knife is probably the titanium Sparrow. There's a lot that are right up next to it, but if I had to pick just one, it'd be the titanium Sparrow. As far as other knives, another brand, I have a what are they called? Commission carry ProTech Malibu with like the reverse blade. That thing is amazing. It's got great action on it. It's a great button lock. I like my Spyderco Dragonfly in Packwood. That's one of my favorites. And I got a bailout with the aluminum scales, the orange and blue one. I love that knife. I've been carrying it a lot. So those are some of my favorite knives. All right. I also have a new ProTech as well, the Sinkovich collab one. So for those of you that don't know, I love Kaiser. I love Kaiser knives, but I am also a knife guy outside of this. I collect a lot. So I spend too much money on knives, and then I come here and I show you guys knives, and we get to hang out and talk about knives and play around and do all that stuff. I'm going to get a Doberman with a revised pocket clip. Even the designer wants to change it. I could ask production about that actually. Oh shoot, I lost my notes. Bear with me for 1 second. Doberman pocket clip. All right, I will forward it along. Now my favorite watch. Carter, I'm not that deep in the watches. I want to be. I really want to be, but I don't make that kind of bread. So I have a Spinnaker, which is a great entry into automatic. They go about the $300-400 range. They've got a lot of great designs. They have a good reputation. It's not just some pop-up watch brand and then they take all your money and go away. Spinnakers are great. Seikos are great. I love my Seikos. So Big Jimpin is right. Don't do it. It's expensive. It's very true. You have to strike a balance. I have a nice balance between knives, flashlights, and watches right now. All right. Once a Kaiser model gets discontinued, what's the possibility of it coming back, or is it lost to the void? I would, Cold Panda, I'm not going to say that it would be lost to the void, but there's a possibility. There's always a possibility something could come back, right? I didn't like the Gemini. That's been out for a while, and I didn't know if we were going to be doing it. It might have been technically discontinued, and boom, here we go. Brand new Gemini. So I would never count them down and out. Let's see. I'm going to go back up a little bit, so bear with me. There are about 5 screenshots of the Mystic on the Facebook group already. Is that real, Iowa? If that's real, then that's funny. Spyderco Smock ahead of its time and the perfect EDC. I've had Smocks, don't have one anymore. I'll get to the other ones down in just a moment. I just want to go back up and catch some of these other ones because I appreciate you guys participating. And to keep your guys' attention, I still have 2 more giveaways. Okay. Can we get a standard or Goliath grouper, a bigger grouper? Very cool. Someone asked about, are you sending the Thai Sparrow to Cabiso? I believe they're getting sparrows. I don't remember what Cabiso is getting from us. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back down. Bring back Kaiser Soze Titanium. Just bought the CF1 on eBay. Got to get them all. That'd be a great one to bring back, honestly. Would love to see a PEI backspacer available for the PEI drop bear. And so the drop bear, now Kaiser isn't going to get into the business of making custom order knives like the one suggestion. It's cool, but I don't see us doing it, or aftermarket parts, with the exception of, I know we talked about Melitol inserts. We talked about some drop bear customization options in the future. Don't hold me to it, but I know it was a discussion. So if there's enough interest, chances are we'll consider it. Really want info on the new X line. So Rambo. All right. So I'm highlighting this because we talked about this a lot at Blade Show, and I don't want it to just drop off. We are keeping it going. And so I had somebody else asking about this too. All right. So really want info on the new X line. Don't want to buy any more premium of the current lines. Want those super premium when they show up. Yeah. So inquiring minds want to know. So Rambo, the best thing that I can tell you is Blade Show was kind of like, we had prototypes, honestly, but I would almost say it was pre-prototype step of the production process, because we wanted to see if we could do it, and we could. We wanted to show people that we could do it, and then we wanted to listen. So those prototypes we already came to Blade Show with the assumption that the prototypes were going to change based off of what you guys saw at Blade Show, based off the feedback you guys gave us. And there was some great feedback. We talked to other suppliers about getting certain materials, like, maybe we want to use some Damasteel. So a lot of that stuff has to keep going, but I do suspect it will be this year, probably not until Q4, if not mid to late. Now, this is all conjecture, but it's going to be a while for X Series, but it is coming, and I believe it's coming Q4. So the X Series stuff is awesome. Actually, I'm actually going to ask for an update from our team on that, because I want some new pictures to post in the Facebook group, because I want to keep that fire burning for you guys, give you guys a few crumbs here and there so you guys can stay on it. So X Series, but X Series is coming. Okay, let me catch back up to where you guys are. Kaiser Sparrow and Brass. I'm not sure. Yeah, Kaiser Sparrow and Brass. Sorry, I got stuck reading another comment. Superlock is open source. The designer didn't patent it specifically so people could use it. It sounds like the Demco is trying to patent something very similar that could cause issues. So the thing that I understand about both of those is they both kind of came out at the same time with different intentions for the lock. So I will let them sort all that out. And in the meantime, we'll just keep playing around with the locks that we are playing around with. All right, so would love a Momo with wooden scales. So what's really cool, I'm glad you brought this up because I wanted to let you guys know. So wooden scales, meme. So you'll notice that this is wooden scales, right? This is the black wood. And I just got I'll be getting some samples, I don't know, probably a month or two, of some other stabilized woods that we're going to be playing around with. And I don't mean stabilized as in like what we showed on the, like the resin stabilized. I mean, just more of this, different colors, different burls and things like that. So I would suspect that wood is coming in the future. A mini Momo with wood would be cool. So we are starting to get into wood scales because, you know us, we always want to play around and give you guys something a little bit different. Any chance for a bigger banish, bigger than QSP? So the thing about that is that's going to be up to Lundquist on what designs he takes where. So, I mean, we could approach him for that, or he could approach us, or he might already be doing it with someone, and I don't have that knowledge. So is it possible? Yeah, but it might not be from us. It might be from us. He is a very well thought of designer, and a lot of brands use him. So, yeah, getting late for sure. How about some bone scales? I think we're more comfortable doing like one little new thing at a time. Once we get the wood stuff down, then maybe the bone, but I don't suspect we'll be doing bone. Knife wife, almost time for my bedtime. I can't hang. Knife wife, hang around for just a little bit longer. I'll do some more. I'll do those giveaways. We're getting there. A Banish XL with a clutch lock and titanium. Oh, the Maroony. He's right. That would be awesome. Okay, let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Is that Kaiser XU knives or is it another series altogether? Bulldog. Oh, so I was asking about the Bull Pup, I think it's called. That is the Kaiser XU. All right, so I guess I don't want to confuse anybody. So let me show this comment. So this is very important. Kaiser X series is premium version knives. Kaiser XU is our fan submitted designs that get brought to life. So they are two different things. And I was supposed to have one of the Kaiser XU prototypes tonight, but I don't. So on the next one, we're really going to dive in more on the Kaiser XU stuff. We're going to show off some of the ones that have already been released, go into a little bit of the history of it, show off the ones that are coming, and then do some updates on them. So we'll update on the Feeweed, the Bullpup, talk about the Cryptid, and talk about the next step in the Kaiser XU series. So Kaiser XU is the fan submitted designs that everybody votes on, that the community brings together. The Kaiser X series is kind of the next step. Like, so on that document, I showed you how it breaks it down from Laconic, Vanguard, KI series. X series is going to be like a big step above those. I hope that helps. Okay, I'm glad I saw that one because I didn't want to have any confusion. Definitely need some bolster frame lock designs, hopefully more in the works. How about selling a few models with 2 or 3 extra set of scales in a kit so you can swap them out? Actually, Vincent, that's kind of a good idea. I actually kind of like that one. Thanks, Jimmy. You are great at addressing our questions. Hey, thank you guys for asking great questions. So excited for a Kaiser XU chat. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. That'll be almost certainly on that August 3rd live stream. So stay for the August 3rd live stream. We got a lot going on in that. And if you guys bring all your friends and we can hit 300. So we're at 200 tonight. And this one was kind of like a last minute. We just did a live stream, I think like a week and a half ago, or maybe it was 2 weeks now. And now we're doing another one. So we got 212 people here. That's awesome. We got 2 more giveaways coming for those that stuck around. And most of you did. Actually, it's stayed pretty consistent the whole time. So this is July. and then we'll be doing August on the 3rd. Bring all your friends. If we break 300, I'll do some extra giveaways. We'll have some fun stuff going. Rosie, no. Let's get Rosie a raise. Jeremy's fine. I'm good. Rob's here. Oh, Rob, how you doing, man? I got some stuff for you, sir. Shoot me a message on Instagram, Rob. Probably not tonight, I'll be sleeping, but tomorrow I got some updates for you. It would be cool to make a knife specifically for modders, something with open source for scales. I think the closest, oh yeah, so you finished kind of like the Lander series. I was going to say the closest thing you could get to that would be Ben's stuff. Stay tuned. Ben is doing some great stuff. Flytanium has the arcade knife. Actually, that's another one. I have a Flytanium arcade. I love that. That's actually probably in my top 5 knives. Someone asked me earlier, what are some of my favorite knives? I love my arcade. Order set of Corman scales, easiest swap. That's great. Awesome. All right, guys, do you have any questions about this stuff here? Let's actually, you know what? We're still at 209. Let's do another giveaway now. Then maybe we'll open up some more questions. So how about, let's do, I usually have hashtags ready and I don't. So let me go back and reset my giveaway tool real quick. This one. Hashtag. All right. Fully decked out my arcade. When will Kaiser have a US store? That would be really cool, Bryant, actually. That'd be really cool. Huh. I never really thought about that. I like it, Bryant. Okay, so we're about to do the next giveaway. Hashtag Kaiser Fun. That's kind of like my go-to when I can't think about it. I'm kind of drawing some blanks. So, Rosie hashtag. You guys want to do? We'll end on a Rosie rules. So hashtag Kaiser Fun. Putting it down in the chat now. All right, on your mark, get set, and go. So this is going to be a giveaway. You're going to enter hashtag Kaiser Fun in the comments, and you are going to win a random Kaiser knife. It's going to just show up one day on your door. Well, not one day after this, but you're not going to know what it is. You're going to open it up and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I won this awesome Kaiser blank. And then it's yours. That's what we're doing here. We're giving away Kaiser knives. Hashtag Kaiser Fun. We have 217 viewers. Let me, oh shoot, I got to share my screen. Y'all got carried away without me. Right there. Hashtag Kaiser Fun. You guys can see this. All right, screen is sharing. And all right, let's start collecting comments. So no way we only have 67 entries. All right, guys, we have 225 people on here, and it says we only have 60-something entries. If you're watching this, the only thing you need to know is hashtag Kaiser Fun. Type it, enter it. Oh, someone asked a question. It's a bad time to ask a question. I'm sorry, I missed it. Oh, show us the Kaiser blank. David, you cheeky person, you. That's actually really funny. All right, so if you're here, hashtag Kaiser Fun. That's all you got to do. Enter that in the comments, get entered, and you will win a random Kaiser knife. Let me see what the giveaway tool is showing. 126 entries. It's a little bit better. I'm still disappointed in some of you. You're not entering for your free Kaiser knife. 33, not too shabby. I would love to see this hit 175. That means 40 of you need to get off your rears and start entering your comments. Hashtag Kaiser Fun. Super easy. 230 people here. So we're almost 100 under a viewer count on this giveaway. What? 90 people don't care about knives. There, I said it. They're not entering. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give these people an opportunity. Maybe they're making dinner or they're doing something. They're occupied. We'll give them a good minute. I'm going to go way up and read the comments to see if I missed any. Let's see. I think I was doing a pretty good job. What's the price range? Oh, so Bryant's asking, since we're talking about the X series, Bryant says, what's the price range on the Kaiser X series? So I suspect, conjecture here. I have a range in my mind, but I don't know. It's going to be up there a little bit compared to what you're used to. Right now, we top out at about 200, and most of our stuff is well below that. But for example, the Militaw, the beautiful Militaw that I showed off tonight, 219, and that's about as high as Kaiser gets. Has there been some higher? Yes, but it's going to be a step above that. So I would suspect doing a little bit more detail, a little bit higher materials, and you're not really going to like this, but I suspect that it'll be about 300, give or take 50 either way. And I know that's a big window. That's a $100 window, but it's definitely going to be over 250. I can't imagine it being under that, but I can't really see us pushing it over 350 unless we're doing some sort of like Damas steel engraved something or other. So I know that's not a great answer, but I don't want to lock an answer in because I don't know. That's my conjecture. So, Bryant, I hope that helped. All right, let's see where we're at. All right, 149. I guess that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 149 entries, and we're going to draw in 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going to do a drum roll, but a lot quieter this time. Apparently, the drum roll was too loud last time. Good luck to everybody who entered. Dick Chocolate, you are the winner. Congratulations. Let me scroll back. Sir, you have won. Sound off in the comments. Let me know that you see this, and we're going to get you a random Kaiser. Yeah, I know the name. I don't pick them. Could be a Richard Chocolate. There you go. Richard Chocolate, congratulations. You have won a Kaiser knife. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to reach out on Instagram. You're going to reach out in the Facebook group and give them your information. Screen cap this and, yeah, send it to them, and we will send you the Kaiser blank. Now we're going to have to make a Kaiser knife called the Kaiser blank because that's how the internet works. You create something, and then it comes to life. Okay, so we have one more giveaway coming up for you guys. Any more questions? So we talked a little bit about Kaiser XU. Oh, what's up, Vu? I didn't even see you earlier. Are you just joining us? Let's see. Nope. All right. So, all right. Sounds like Vu's here. What's up, Vu? All right. So we're going to open up Q&A again. Let me get rid of that comment that I pinned. Oh, man, it's way up there. I don't think I'm going to find it. I'll just pin another random comment. So any other questions about Kaiser knives? I can show you guys the ones that I know you all came here to see this. The beautiful camel carbon Militaw coming to a pocket near you. Check that out. Beautiful mirror DLC. If you were to design a knife based off a movie, what movie would you pick? I love that question. Now you're going to have to give me a second. Moment of silence for my brain cells. I got to think on this. What movie? A good, solid movie. I want you guys to answer in the comments too, because it's going to take me a second to think of this. What movie would I base a knife off of? What movie? Okay. All right. So it's going to sound weird, but I like the movie a lot. I forget. Okay, so what's the name of the movie is the question. Oh boy. Hold on. Now I gotta really look up the name of this movie. Lawless. I believe it's called Lawless. So it's a movie with Shia LaBeouf, Tom Hardy, and all these guys. So it takes place in the 30s during Prohibition. The reason I say that movie is because the movie's gritty. It's kind of dark. I like the stylizing of the movie. I like old knives, like Buck 110s, old style, like Kep Harts from the old days, old knives, but with modern materials. So kind of, but it also has a little bit of like gangsters. There's a few like 30s gangsters in there. So lawless moonshiners. Yeah. That, so that movie would be one because I love the aesthetics. I love the time period, the 30s, gritty, prohibition, Appalachia. Yeah. So just a very cool movie. Okay. I can't imagine a John Wick knife not looking epic. Transformers. Corey, pay attention about the Transformers thing. John Wick, I believe he uses a Microtech in the movie, actually. Austin Powers, that's funny. Kaiser should do a dark type knife. Microtech, yeah, it's a Microtech in John Wick. All right, guys. 8, 9, 10. It's already 11. Okay, so tell you what. I'm going to do another giveaway in just a minute for all of you guys here. We're still at 200 and it's past 11. So I'm going to do another giveaway and then I'll let you guys go. This one's going to be, what was it? Something for hashtag Rosie. Rosie rules, right? Yeah. So we're going to do hashtag. Oh, the deer hunter. That's actually a great suggestion, Wyoming. Hashtag Rosie rules. All right, guys, this is your next thing for the giveaway. We have 200 people here. While you guys are doing this, let me give my giveaway tool reset. Okay. Those rules. All right, guys, go ahead and get it started. I got to share my screen here for you. We're at 27 entries. That's it. No one wants to win knives tonight. Share screen. And there you go. Hashtag Rosie rules. All right, so while we're doing that, I'm going to do this so I can still show you some knives. I'm going to run through. You guys enter your hashtags, get your entries in for this random Kaiser knife, which will just show up to your house, and you could pull out and show everyone your brand new Kaiser. Fill in the blank. So tonight we covered this excellent looking, we can get it, I promise, PEI Gemini. So reimagined from a fan favorite, great knife, Nitro V steel, PEI handles, weight relieved, beautiful ripple pattern. You can go ahead and get these in our early bird, which starts tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Get a discount on these, coming in at around $70. Beautiful PEI Gemini, very nice ripple pattern. Next up, we covered the Riverbank. This one is the Blackwood. Very beautiful, very subtle wood scales on this. Slim Azo design, nice, under 3 inches, lightweight, just a practical EDC knife. If you don't want to wreck your super expensive ones, feel free to do this one. All right, so let's see. We also covered the Militaw. Can't forget this feller here. This beautiful Militaw with that camel carbon. Let's get in on that. Just look at that. Beautiful. So very cool. We covered the new Brat. One of my favorite sub $100 knives. That beautiful gunstock milling and that green G10, which some of you guys seem to be a big fan of that. We covered the bow tie right here. Nice little fixie with a super secure grip. You can really lock that in like that. Comes with a Kydex sheath and a clip on the sheath. And then we covered the nice guy, coming in at a little bit more budget friendly, about $29, $26 if you use the early bird, $26 for a Kaiser. That's nonsense. 2.5 millimeter blade, comes down to a very thin stock, G2, G10 handle. Need to add that Militaw to my collection. And then we covered a knife. You saw it here first, folks, tonight. Look at that bad boy. And I suspect there'll be more versions coming, but I knew that was going to blow some people's minds. Maybe not everybody's, but yeah. Okay, I don't think I forgot anything. Let me check my comment counter. We have 226 watching. How many comments do we have? 210. Much better this time. Last time, I think like 30 or 40 people were missing, and I let it run. I did my job. They didn't do theirs. So I think we're pretty close to viewer count. I'll let it go for about 10 more seconds, and then I'm going to do a draw. And if there's after this, You guys are free for the night if you want. I'll stick around for a couple minutes to do more Q&A or show you any of the knives that got missed. So we're at 212. I like it. We're going to do a draw in 3, 2, 1, and drum roll. Not so loud. I got yelled at last time. Now we're quieter. Griffin 12. Congratulations. I think you won on a different one too. Got the luck of the Griffin. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you didn't win before, but I believe that you did. So Griffin, are you here? Let's see. If you're here, let me know. Sound off in the comments. Congratulations, Griffin. That Griffin, yep, you won. Didn't you win? Didn't you win before too? I might be wrong, but I swear you won either last one or yeah, I think it was last week. I mean, you guys saw it. It's a random giveaway tool. You guys enter the comments. I push the button. I do a little drum roll, and out pops a name. So congratulations, Griffin. I'd go buy a lotto ticket to go with your brand new Kaiser knife. That's awesome. So, all right, Griffin, sound it off in the comments. So, yeah, we're going to close that down. And with that, I bid you all a good night. If you want to ask me a couple questions about Kaiser, I will stick around for the restless few or the restless many, depending on how many of you guys are left. Do it all. So congratulations, Griffin, again. That's awesome. All right, the Marooney, have a good night. Matt Satisfaction, not much, dog. That's not even to me. I'll let you all talk. Don't worry, Joseph. Keep on coming. Your odds are 3 in 200, which aren't great, but they're not terrible. So, Boo, good night. Thank you, Manuel. Appreciate it. Jose, thanks for stopping by. Knives Out. I know. I feel so bad because when it really starts slowing down on the ticker and you see these people's names, and so you're just like, hello, Steve. Oh, your comment just shot by me. I'm so stoked to hear about the travel giveaway. I hope we get to hear from Bill. Yes, that's pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that as well. Since Griffin won again, I think we should see blood. Let's get my next live stream up to 300. Show these people that we're serious, and we'll get something cool going. Kaiser knife that cuts you the most, it would be the Militoy Kazoid. Only been cut a couple times by Kaisers, and I know for a fact that the Militoy was one of them. In fact, if you go and watch Knife Center's video with me kind of showing Dave all of it, you'll notice a scene once I get to the Militoy, there's a little bit of a cut, and in the next scene I'm wearing a Band-Aid. I cut myself while recording that video. And then they had to take me to like the little first aid station, and they have this wonderful lady that works there, and I can't for the life of me remember her name. And she's in charge of all of that stuff and doing the first aid and like hazard management. And she was such a sweet lady. She's like, "Do you want a Coke?" And she's getting me Band-Aids, and it was great. It was embarrassing, but tell Olivia she is the best. Is there any chance for polished uncoated blades? Hold on. Or an opposite and completely dull soul blasted finish. The closest would be like a bead blast. And I don't think we really do that. MC is, why is the White Mountain Knives 154 cm Militol listed at over 7 ounces, 3 ounces heavier than the premium Militols? Is that a mistake? Oh, Paul, are you here? I didn't know Paul was here. Paul Munko might be here. Let me see. Paul is here. Sorry I came in late, super hectic day, but I appreciate the love on the Mystic. Yeah. So I asked them, this is the man right here, guys. So I asked them, I got this in the mail, and I was like, can I show this? Can I show this? And it clearly says prototype. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, man, this is going to get them all hyped up because people have been asking for this. So awesome. Super cool. I love it when the designers drop in. The Mad Santa was insanely sharp, and I cut myself a few times fidgeting with it. You gotta be careful with that buttery smooth dropping. Live life in the presence. You know what, Paul? I'm going to officially send you an invite. When this comes out, you want to you want to pop on and be a guest on the live stream with us? I think you should. I also think I need to get a full size one because I don't have the full size. I don't have the original, the OG. I don't even know if there's any out there. They might be hard to come by. Early bird starts tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern on the 11th. BDC's here. Promise I won't cut my finger again. All right, Paul. Rosie. So Rosie, we can get Paul to jump in whenever this goes live. I don't know if it'll be next month. It might be the month after. But whenever this goes live, we should get Paul on as a guest to talk about this knife. And yeah, super cool. Looking forward to these. And we have so many great suggestions. Paul, you missed it. People were talking about titanium with micarta, titanium, carbon fiber, brass, and like full brass. So a lot of people were hyped about this earlier. So very cool. All right, let's see. It's getting really late. 11:30. I'm okay with wrapping this up. I do want to give you guys a chance. If there's anything you want to see, last call. If there's any questions you guys want, last call. My drink is gone, so I'm sipping on ice cubes. Dropped a Kaiser dogfish on my foot. Danny, I hope it was closed. I've seen some gnarly foot accidents of us knife fidgeters dropping them. Like there was a whole thing on Instagram for a while, like a year or two ago. Hector, is Tangram line buried for good? Now, I can't officially say because I don't know, but I suspect yes. Hold on. Poland. Question mark Poland. Jeremy Poland. I'm not sure. I need a little more context. Are you talking about the time for the early bird? Is that what you're referring to? Let's see. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Wyoming Adventures. Appreciate you stopping by. Can I see the Riverbank and the Nice Guys side by side? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. They're both Azo designs. Very similar. Let's see if we can get it through it. So on the bottom is the Riverbank, and on the top is the Nice Guy. So kind of give you a little bit of an idea. Let me switch them up. So there you go. Trying to keep them as close together as possible because if you move them just a little bit, what makes one look tiny and one look big. But they're right over top of each other. So that is the Nice Guy on the bottom and the Riverbank on the top. I got stabbed all the way through the foot by a Benchmade Osborne. I told you, man, it's a thing. Okay, 4 of them comes quick. Have a good night. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks, Crazy Roach. So the new Militaws will be available for dealers maybe late July. So that gives you that idea. Thank you, Rosie. I appreciate you. Kazoids, thought about getting a second. Yes, so Kazoid, that's an interesting thing. So I get geeked out about this stuff, right? Let me get the question. So this will be for the OG people that have been here. Right here. So thoughts about getting a second cam for tabletop view? Yes. So originally, this was the camera that I was using. This is a Mevo. Pretty good camera for standard live streaming, right? Terrible camera for autofocusing and getting details, small details. Unfortunately, I invested in 2 of these early on when we were doing the live streams. And I used to do a drop-down tabletop. It was bad. Like, it was hard to see. It was dark. You couldn't see the details. So I got rid of the second tabletop camera, but then I still wasn't happy. And so this is the first time I'm using the new camera. I just got this camera like 3 days ago. And this one autofocuses. Okay, now it's going to make me a liar. It gets nice detail. I can get in close. And so I do want to get a second camera to pair with it so that I can swap back and forth. We're just getting there, baby steps. But thanks for asking. That's the kind of stuff I geek out about because that's my everyday. That's the stuff that I'm living in at the moment. Accidentally pressed backspace and deleted half of my question. I wanted to ask about CK. Oh, in Poland. I won't be there. I would love to be there. I would love to visit Poland, but I believe Kaiser will have some sort of presence there, but I'm not sure. Jeremy, you need a update to the studio. Well, this was my first studio. I like it. I think it's okay. It's good size. Actually, I wish it was a little bit bigger. I like the decor. I'm cool with it. I'd rather upgrade the equipment first, and then we can upgrade the studio. Get a Logitech Brio 4K camera. Great focus. Okay, actually, Rob, I am writing that down. So I used to do YouTube. I was a knife reviewer back in the day. For some of you that don't know my history, but I just used a Canon Rebel, which is great for that stuff. It doesn't live stream. It's an older camera, so I couldn't use it for this. So I had to kind of learn this whole space. Logitech Brio. What's the price on those, Rob? 4K. Because maybe it's more sense for me to get that, because this one was a little pricey, not crazy, but a little pricey. So maybe it's worth it just to get that other one. Let's see. Those got me in the photo and video. Love that thing. Yeah. So I still have my Canon. It's right there. It's the Canon. That one is the Rebel 6, I think. 4 or 6. I can't remember. Great camera. It's great at shooting video. Great pictures. Just doesn't live stream, unfortunately. For Kaiser Knife contest submission, is it fine to have just a drawing, or does submitting a 3D model make a big difference? Meme, it's drawings are fine. You can do, I wouldn't say scribble on a napkin, but I've seen detailed like CAD drawings. I've seen like artistic renderings with like shadow lines, and I've seen just straight like 2D line drawings with specs specified. So don't let the process intimidate you. If you got something cooking up there and you want to let it out, share it with us. Worst thing that happens is it doesn't come to life. And we've even had people who didn't get picked as the winner that we've worked with through the whole process of like, maybe you should change this and do this. And then we work with them eventually. So I really truly believe in the Kaiser XU thing. I think it's fantastic. Nobody does anything like it. So pretty good. 160, 180. I would be okay putting down 160 to 180 for another camera. That's very reasonable for a good camera. How about copyright? I know certain locks have copyright, but not sure which ones. Guido, ask a knife person. Chances are your people who are slightly above the average knife person knows most of the locks. So the only locks I can think of right now, like the bar lock, aka axis lock, is open. The compression lock is open. Liner locks, frame locks. Apparently the super lock is open, but I'm not sure. Shark lock is patented. So just look around. And I'm not a lock specialist. I don't know. Paul might even know a little bit more than I will. He's a legitimate designer. Meme's got something cooking. Awesome. Yeah, stew away. Get everything, get all your T's crossed and your I's dotted, and absolutely enter. All right, we're down to 85. Any final questions? Any final questions? Happy to wrap this up real soon. Oh yeah, we've been cooking. All right, I think that's about it. I got nothing else coming in. Rob's about to drop some knowledge. Button compression lock is hot. That is the mini grouper right here. This is the one you're referring to. My camera keeps moving. I don't know how that keeps happening. So this is the first version of our button compression lock. So you see, I'll get closer. Yeah, so that's the rear lock. So happy to answer, Meme. One last look at your Seiko. Sure, I'm going to take it off. It'll be easier. My wrists are getting sweaty. I don't want you to see that. So this is a modified Seiko. So it's not like I found a guy on eBay that does modified Seikos, and I fell in love with like the colorway. It's got a Grand Seiko dial. It's not a Grand Seiko. I wish it was, but it's got the dial. I love the color on this one. It's got a nice bezel on it. So Yeah. But this was a custom Seiko. I found a guy that customizes them. So, Jose, make sure you check your daily posts in the Kaiser Facebook group. Absolutely. You made it. Thank you, Knife Wife, for sticking it out. Appreciate it. I do. I love seeing 80 people still on after the whole thing's officially over. There's no giveaways. There's no nothing. We're just hanging out talking knives. So I appreciate that. Kaiser appreciates it. So, so yeah, actually, you guys, I'm going to share this because he's right. Number one, Rob has nailed it. Number one thing for any kind of, if you're going to do videos, studio, lighting. Number one, and I was so shy about lighting. I thought, oh, I'm going to spend money on this light, but I got to spend money on the camera. Your camera doesn't mean a dang thing without good lighting. So Rob nailed it. Your primary, a secondary, your backdrop, and then your key lighting. So, I mean, he's right. He's very right. So I got this camera mostly dialed in. I haven't had too much time to play with it, but I'm very happy with it. Just kind of coming out of the box. And this one was plug and play. That didn't happen with the Mevos. You have a whole stupid app that you have to do with it. So, but that's a great comment by Rob. He's dropping some knowledge there. Can we find the schedule for these live streams? I missed this one. So we usually post them in our Facebook group and sometimes on Instagram. But I'm going to tell you the next one is August 3rd. It's a Saturday. So August 3rd will be the next one, Cheese. MC, I still don't know. I'm not sure. Sweet dreams to you as well, and to all other 76 people here. I'm going to jump off, everybody. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for joining us. And if there's anything you want to see on the next one that we didn't cover tonight, just let us know, and we'll get it taken care of for you. Thank you, Rosie. I appreciate all your help. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you on August 3rd, 9 p.m. All right, guys. Take care, everybody.